3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android, Arrowhead here, and today I've brought two random people I found to help debate me. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hi.
It is your boy J City coming at you. What's P to the Oppin, crew?
And it's me, Jetstream Sam, from the hit game Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Indeed it is, and today we are going to answer some Askreddit questions to actually debate each other, and there will probably be at least one fight. Now there are 2 brain cells between the 3 of us, but we have to take turns sharing them, so we'll see who says what. Hey Jimmy up, see you in the chat there. Alright, so, first question. How do you get someone to say their own name 10 minutes after you've met them because you've forgotten it? I'm an expert at this. What I usually do is I ask them to like write down their number and their name and all that and ask them like, oh, how do you spell it? That's the easy way. The hard way, the hard challenge is like ask them if it's spelled with an I or an E and just really hope that it's spelled with one of them.
Wait, you guys ask people their names? I just refer to everyone as dude.
Yeah, I don't do that,
Yeah.
but for the sake of the question, so let's say their name's Patrick. You ask them their name,
Yeah.
you're like, "What's your name?" And then when they reply, you say, "Sorry, I meant your last name," right? So
That
then
is
they'll say their
very
last name.
Yeah.
smart. That is.
And then if they reply with their full name initially, then you have to make sure to emphasize their last name. Like they say Patrick Star, and you're like, "Ah, yes, Star." You know, like just so you know. There you go.
So for the longest time, I actually didn't know Arrowhead's like name.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I
and
didn't really know yours either.
It was so embarrassing when I met you a while back, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot his name," and it took me like 2 years to concretely know your name because I think it was written somewhere. I'm like,
Yeah, don't feel bad
"Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
there you go."
That
That's
happens
his
all the
name.
time.
I normally what I do is I try to find like some sort of document. I wait till someone else says the name to the person, and I try to remember that because it's
Yeah.
mostly what more people refer to. I've never been in a situation where someone said a name and I say, "Wait, I really hope that they are actually referred to by everyone by that name because I don't want to be the guy that refers to a person by that name, that personal name."
Carousel
I'm
Software in
fine
the
with
chat says, I'll be honest or I'll see it written somewhere. That usually works. I refuse to be honest because at some point it just becomes absurd that you don't know the person's name or something like that. And I'd be fine with that if people don't know my name, but it's like, because, you know, Arrowhead, how are you going to spell that? Is it going to be arrow like the thing you fire at people, or is it going to be arrow as an aerodynamic? Or how do you spell the H-E-D? Is it head? Is it not? Who knows? But like, I cannot be honest after a certain point. I just have to like stealth my way into knowing their name. Like Metal Gear, that shit. Just kind of like,
So
yeah.
back originally when you were when I was trying to guess your YouTube channel like name, I
Yeah.
couldn't find it because I kept typing it wrong. Like I kept typing it like HEAD instead of HED. And I was
Yeah.
guessing it was probably just your like other account name, but turned out to be completely spelled wrong.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that there's a band that has a very similar name to mine called Arrowhead with the H-E-A-D. And every time, like, I search my thing, I have to, like, scroll through a bunch of videos of them, like, there are, like, songs like, At the Beach, and, like, Going Shopping, or something like that. I haven't even heard any of their music, but, like, it's just funny that they have the same, like, name.
Arrow.
Anyway, next question. You're sitting in your room, someone knocks the door. Knocks the, what? It's you from the future. What's the first question you're going to ask? This is a fucking question. If
This is
I had
hard.
to say, honestly, it's like, well, if it's for my own utility, probably something along the lines of like, what are the next 10 banners in FGO? Because that would be the most useful for me.
No.
What's FGO? I've never heard of that.
Do you only get
yeah.
one question? Because otherwise I'd start with small talk. Huh. If I
I
only
mean,
got
another one
one
good one would be like, when is ReZero Season 3 coming out?
Ah,
then
that's a
he'd
good
be
one.
like,
He's like,
it
wait.
was supposed to come out.
It's
Yeah.
like, wait, this is season
No!
2? This is like an alternate universe.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I
would go
guess I would
for-
say, is Nintendo still a company in the future? Because
I
I
would
don't
hope
know.
so.
Yeah. What's funny about this is that it says in the future doesn't mean like really far in the future necessarily. So it could just wind up being like, oh, you from like 3 minutes in the future. It's like, all you
Oh,
know is that
oh.
someone's gonna knock on your door, really.
I feel like
Oh.
the basic question to ask this is what's going to happen in the future, but that's super vague and it's not very fun.
Yeah.
It's more fun to try and find something specific.
Okay, I guess mine
to
would be
ask.
why'd you knock?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
what, you
would
want
you
to
knock?
barge down the door and say, "Oh no,
I don't know, like whenever
from the
like
future, wait."
I don't want people to knock. I just want them to say who it is, you know? Just be
Yeah,
like,
if it's me, I feel like I wouldn't knock. So maybe it's like
Yeah,
like an
exactly.
imposter from the future.
Wait, would you guys like ring the doorbell if there's a doorbell, or would you not?
I would ring a doorbell, but I wouldn't. I don't know. No, it's in front of your door, like your room door, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I don't know. It just the logic of going up to a door and just saying, "Oh, it's Jeff." Like I, I don't really see myself doing that in front of a door. I would probably get a way to, get them to
Well, see, it's
go
like
up to
I
the
would know
door.
it's me because like I would knock because like I knock on the door. I'd be like in the past would be like, oh, who is it? And I'd be from the future like, it's me, jackass, open up or something like that. Like he'll know it's me from that. Only I would answer a door like that.
Hey, okay. You know what? I'll let you go with that.
Yeah. It's like I'd be like, oh, it's your father. Who the fuck do you think it is? Who else sounds like this? Other than every white voice actor guy ever, but like
To be fair, your voice sounds way different than it is inside your head. So hearing your voice from like
This is
recordings
true
and
because of
such.
ear
Yeah.
canals or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's
it is
it's
true,
weird.
but I also edit all of my own clips, so I'm pretty familiar with this point at the sound of all this shit.
When I heard that fact about the ear thing, I was freaking out because I'm like, then how do I know if I'm singing well? Because I was in like choir and stuff throughout high school, and I always think about that still too.
Yeah,
Like,
I
is
don't
my
feel-
voice really this deep? Or do I sound like fucking Mickey Mouse? That's the question.
Oh god, now we're all getting self-conscious about our voices. Hey, our voices all sound good. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. Some
Sure.
of us can sing, some of us cannot. One of those people is me, but the point is, next question. All right. You have 5 minutes to hide a paperclip in your home, and a detective has 24 hours to find it. If he can't, you get $100,000. Where do you hide the paperclip?
In a jar of paper clips. He'll never suspect it there.
Holy
Oh,
shit, that's a genius
hide a
idea. I was gonna
paperclip.
say up my ass.
Well, does it count if you have
thing
it
the
on
same
you?
thing?
Because it's the house, right? Well, I guess if you're in the house.
You can throw.
Yeah,
You have 5
unless-
minutes.
Unless my ass is in the house, but I'm not.
All right. So what I would do is, those like SIM card clips that you used to open the phone?
Oh, yeah.
I would like bend the paperclip a little bit and put it in as the SIM card clip, and then throw away like the other one. And then put it like out in the open, like, oh, I got a new phone recently. You would never suspect that. Like,
I just
Yeah, I don't
realized-
have the brain cell at the moment.
Well,
Let me just put that
yeah,
out there right now. I was
this is
also gonna
big
say, like,
brain. I just thought of this. If you live near the beach, just throw it in the ocean. There's no way you
it
can
has to
find
be
it
in
there.
your house, though, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the
in your
stipulation. It has to be in your house.
home. I didn't see that part.
I think another
Ah.
good part would be like, what if you have like a bunch of pipe cleaners and you just put some fur around like the paperclip, like you unbent it and you just kind of like put some fur around it, then you just hide it with all the pipe cleaners.
I have another
It's
idea
a detective, though.
I just thought of this.
I feel like
What
we're
if-
underestimating this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
The
trying to think.
Sherlock Holmes of paperclip finding.
How exactly would they know which paperclip it is? Would he like hold it up and say, "Oh, this is the paperclip," or like?
They'd probably have to specify which one, because otherwise,
Let's
they'd be like, oh, it wasn't
assume-
that one.
Let's assume that they're like a curator of paperclips. They know exactly what paperclip it is. That's the hypothetical we're going with this one. I think, yeah, the paperclip jar thing is actually a pretty good idea, but I feel like that's pretty simple. What if you had like a rubber band ball that you hit it at like the center of?
Wouldn't he just be able to, cut up the rubber band ball in like 5 minutes?
Exactly,
Well,
but
yes,
who would
he
do
has
that to a
24
beautiful rubber
hours.
band ball?
It would have to be a massive
Uh,
paperclip jar for you to not like go through them one by one.
All
Like,
right,
it's this one.
Hey,
I
Jimmy,
realize I
welcome
don't even
back.
have a paperclip jar in my apartment, so I would probably. I bet you there's some sort of way for you to like get something big enough to bag it, throw it in the toilet, and make it so it doesn't flush all the way down. I have no
Oh,
idea
yeah,
how
it's
to
like a
do
septic
that.
tank or something.
The problem is,
Oh,
I don't know how that. Oh, maybe just inside the back of the toilet.
maybe put it
Oh,
in
it's
his
so hard.
pocket, right?
Chat's wondering, can they move large objects? Because I think they can,
Yeah,
depending on
detective.
what it is.
I have a
You probably
feeling they can
have,
do
like-
anything.
I don't know, like a henchman dude that's helping you out, right?
Yeah, let's assume that
This
they
is
can
so
move anything like
hard.
a human adult would be able to move. Let's see.
Well, then just put it underneath a fridge or something, right?
Well,
That would be pretty good. That's
you know
or
the
like behind
detective.
the laundry machine.
I bet you the detective could get some help from the
But you just
outside.
have
They
to
could say,
find it. You don't have to like have it in your possession, right? You can just say, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
there." So I don't know if that would work. I guess.
well, you could say, "Oh, it's in the house." Yeah,
Oh,
there
well,
you go.
that's
Easy.
yeah.
I guess
Like,
I
Well,
could
I
hide it
think
inside a
you would
pillow
have.
or something.
I don't know. We're talking about a detective. I don't know. It matters how
Yeah.
strong the detective is, I guess.
I mean, if it's
Um,
Batman, they could probably like see through it.
This
Yeah,
would be
chat says
Superman's
hi. I
already
say hi
found it
back.
because he's
Yeah.
got like X-ray vision and stuff. So
The
Yeah,
only
but
thing I'm
like
thinking
Batman
of-
has like super X-ray goggles. Have you ever played Batman Arkham City, the game that makes you feel like Batman?
the game where Batman's 1/3 of the screen.
Because he's so fucking ripped. Yeah, brick shithouse Batman. And let's assume we can't hide it on ourselves. Chat was asking that. Let's
Yeah, I
just
don't
go
think
ahead and
you
assume
can.
that that's
That's
not an
true.
option.
The first thing I'd do as a detective, I'd ask, "Hey, is it on you?" And then I like have you like change clothes. and,
Cavity
like, just check
search,
all your
yeah.
clothes.
How about like the spine, like those spiral notebooks? You
Oh
put you attach
yeah,
it as
bend
part
it
of the
into
spine.
that.
Yeah.
Let's see, where
I like
would
my paperclip jar idea because
that is a very
he'd
good
have to
idea.
look through and he wouldn't know which paperclip is the right one, so he could easily just have to go through each individual one. But I'd still probably lose. It would just be funny to see him
Yeah.
go through a paperclip
It'd
jar.
have to be an
It's like, "Is this
absolute
it?
massive jar. Just have an entire
Is
room
it?"
of paper clips.
Yeah, flush it down the toilet's still a good idea. I like that one. If I go to like a septic tank or something like that, and then it's still technically in the house on the property and all that, but like it's not like in the thing. Or you could also put it in like one of those hot water heater things where it's like boiling inside, so they just can't reach in.
He knows that you have 5 minutes and he has 24 hours to find it. If he sees that the toilet was recently flushed, though, like he
How
should
do
be
you
able to figure
check
that
that,
out.
John? Like Jay City, how do you check that?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's a detective, like way smarter than me. We only have 2 brain cells here.
It's not like he can see through time, Jay. It's like,
Huh?
when you think about it,
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say that if I went up to my toilet right now and I flushed it and I checked it again, I would not be able to tell that it was flushed like 5 minutes after.
yeah, this
5
isn't like the
minutes
toilet
after.
detective. He's not a literal soon-to-raid toilet, unless it's like actual
Oh yeah,
toilet
the there
co.
toilet's like it's right here, up my ass.
Oh my god.
Okay, I think we're spending a little too long in this one. Someone says on the roof. That's actually also a pretty good idea.
Oh,
Let's just go to the next question.
That's a good one.
We're done with this one.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
gonna hide a paperclip anymore. It's up my ass. That's where it'll stay. That's where it'll lie. We're done with this. If Satan opened up Heck, a lighter version of hell, what would be some of the tortures and punishments?
Have you guys watched Breaking Bad?
No.
I have not. Go ahead and describe
Okay,
it
so there's this character named Skylar, and she's like
though. Oh, I know
wife.
Skylar. Yeah.
She's the wife of Walter White, the like main dude. There's this scene where she's like in a work environment, and the boss of her job is having his birthday.
Yeah.
And what happens is this is Skylar seductively sings happy birthday to this guy. And a little bit of spoilers for the show. It's a small amount. It is known that both of them do it. Like they both have like sex and stuff like that.
I mean, I was
behind his back, and it's the fucking cringiest shit ever to watch, and it's hard to watch. That would be my torture. I'd have them watch it for like an hour straight.
I was gonna say a pillow that's not cold on either side, but yeah, that's pretty good too.
Because like it's tolerable the more you do it, which I guess most tortures are, but it's like it's just cringy. It just hurts your soul.
Huh. I would say Heck is like, because it's like the second version of hell, I would do like all off-brand items for products like Dr. Thunder and like 7-Up.
Oh yeah, chat says stuff like warm pillows, the occasional feeling of being sick, which would also kind of like imagine if you feel like a slight cold, or like what if it's like you feel a sneeze coming and you just don't actually sneeze, you're just like and you never hit that point where you actually sneeze.
That's way worse. That's way worse. Oh,
Never being able to stop doing hiccups. I would
Always feeling
actually
like
go
you have to
crazy.
pee, but never actually being able to.
These like edges that we just can't get off to. This is weird. I don't know
Oh,
if
wait,
I've
no. Another one. What if it's like, what if there's like a little piece of skin sticking up that you can like rip off a little bit, but you just can never like get your nails under it to like peel it off or something like
Oh,
that?
No.
that sounds like actual hell.
Oh, what else would it be? It would.
Or wait, even worse, like a piece of tape on something that you need to get the tape off of, but it's like it's just stuck and you can't like nail it off.
Okay, so everyone has to go to the restroom, and there's a super long line, and there's 2 restrooms, but one is always out of order. So you always see that second
Oh.
one there, thinking, "Hey, it's eventually gonna be fixed," but it's not.
What if it's like you get your favorite food, but in like the worst way it could be delivered? Like if you like really like chocolate ice cream, it's always like lukewarm and kind of in that state where it's almost melted, but you can never get any of it with your spoon because it's not enough of a liquid to like drink it, and it's not enough of a solid to eat it.
That doesn't sound horrible, but yeah, that
That's
does
fair.
sound
What is heck?
heckish. Let's see. There was one I was just thinking of. Ah, damn it. I lost it.
Yeah. Well, like another one, what other things would be, or like, what if you had to like do things an odd number of times, something like that? Like, you know, some people will have like like OSD or OCD, where they like flick a light switch on like 3 times before they're done.
Yeah.
What if it only works sometimes, and they have to keep flicking the switch to the point where they can't like find the right ratio of times to do it? Like it's RNG whether or not the light will turn on.
It'd be like 3 and a fourth. Like you barely flip the light switch up and it just happens to work. But you can't hold it there, and once you let go of the light switch, it just goes back off. Oh no, thanks.
Oh wait, someone in chat says, and this is interesting, one piece of scratch in your clothes that you can't find, but you can't change clothes, or at the very least, if you can change, there's one scratch in every clothing item. That sounds fucking hellish.
Oh my gosh, I've been keeping up with this like one small like it was something on TikTok. It was this dude wore this same shirt for 30 days straight, and he could not take it off, and he like mark off a little bit of each to like show, hey, I've been wearing the same shirt. He keeps documenting about how no one wants to sit next to him because of how much he stinks, even though he showers every day. Like, well, no shit, you're wearing the same shirts.
You have to tour a super large zoo, but it's only a tarantula exhibit. Like the entire zoo is just
I don't
tarantulas.
think tarantulas look that bad.
What if in heck, like, you try to show people your favorite band, but you can only show them the worst song that band ever made? And then you have to explain to them, like, look, the rest of their work is fine. It's better than this. No, please. Or it's like, if you try to get someone into, like, one of your favorite video games, you guarantee that they're going to have, like, the worst first multiplayer match of their life.
Oh no!
Just the worst experience with a single player game ever.
Yeah.
Like they just get the worst luck, the worst drops, worst.
They just like they walk into God of War, they're like, how do I throw the axe? And then they just die immediately. I'm like, no, fuck it, I'm done.
Like the controller just breaks, snaps in half. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
Or like
they
just like they get into God of War, they're like, man, I love games with good fast travel systems, and then they just immediately lose hope in humanity.
He's like, yeah, it's the next time you have to walk 3 hours straight, like fucking desert bus or something. I did think of something. I just remembered what it was. It was there are 2 lines, and you notice how the lines will slowly just shift forward and backwards, but you're always in the longer line. So
okay.
What happens is if you switch the other line,
I know what you
your
mean.
line would get longer somehow, and the other line would just get shorter, and it would just be a long line, and it would never stop.
What about being on hold on a phone, like almost permanently, to the point where it's like you're on hold, and every time you're about to lose hope, they're like, hey, we'll be with you in a minute, and then it just goes back to the music, and then it's just like, okay, well, they'll be with me in a minute, you know, it'll be fine.
You're watching a movie on an airplane, and every time it gets to a good scene, the captain like does an announcement so that it pauses the movie.
It's like,
Jacob,
it's like, Jacob, I have something to tell you, and then it's like, This is your captain speaking. If you look out the right side of your window, you will see a bird. It is about to fly into the engine, and we will die.
It'd be
We'll never be
worse
able
if,
to
like,
watch
they
this movie.
transfers planes, like, and can't find the movie again. So you have to start a new movie, and it freaking does the exact same thing over and over again.
Yeah. Oh wait, here's one. Yeah, here's one from chat. You have to finish a game, and at the end, when you're gonna end the game, you lose all your save progress, and you need to do it again until you die.
Didn't that
What
happen
the
with
heck?
wasn't that an Earthbound thing where if you pirated the game, you could get to the last boss, and then the game says, "Yeah, I know you pirated this, so you can't do the final boss."
Yeah, they made a joke of that in Squid Girl too.
Oh yeah. There was another thing in not quite as bad as that, but there was another piracy thing where in Persona 3, the characters know that you've pirated the game, so they'll constantly tell you how disappointed they are in you for doing that.
No idea that was a thing.
Yeah, it's so funny because they'll be like, "You pirated the game? I expected better from you." And it's like,
Oh.
it does nothing else, but the fact that they're disappointed in you makes it worse.
Pokemon does something similar to that. Oh, by the way, you should buy the game or die. And there's just one person who says that the entire game. That's all they do.
Oh man. I feel like Undertale has something like that, but we
Undertale
just
has
don't know
that.
what it is.
Sans,
Of course it fucking does.
Sans like breaks the thing and tells you like at the end in a neutral route or something.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, should buy the game."
Pirating Undertale.
That's it. Yeah. It's like that one pirate cover of Megalovania, but like it's just that he's got like an eye patch. He's like, "Oh, you should have bought the game," and then like,
Just like you, we're pirating games. Should be
oh yeah,
riding
here's
an
another
hack.
one. Here's another one for heck. You have to do the taxes of every living soul on Earth who pays taxes. From
Okay,
chat.
that's hell. That's
so
hell.
you're just
That's
an
just hell,
accountant,
yeah, that's not even
basically?
heck.
Like, I mean, don't
Yeah.
so some people do that though. Basically.
Yeah, but they
as
do
a
it for
job.
money.
Yeah, you'd be doing it for just entertainment at that point.
Every living soul on Earth who pays taxes. So just
Yeah.
like create like a rebellion and have everyone not pay taxes. And then
Yeah.
you're good.
Is that like every French Revolution ever?
Well, now that we're getting into the libertarian side of things, we're just gonna move on to the next question. You walk into a bar. That's it. What's your next step? For me, it's to figure out why I walked in there because I probably forgot already.
I would just move my left leg, then my right leg, then my left leg. It's tell me what my next step is, so I'm literally gonna step.
I would make sure I don't have a concussion because I walked into a bar.
We have 3 amazing jokes in the span of 30 seconds.
Man, we are pun masters. Also,
Yeah.
what's
Comment
your
who do
next
you
step?
think doesn't have the brain cell because we only have 2 brain cells out of 3. So
Yeah.
No, I think we just channeled our 2 brain cells individually into each person while they
You know,
spoke.
just electrically chained it to each other.
if I only had 1 brain cell, I would definitely have Ina's brain cell from Hololive because
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That is a very strong brain cell.
very strong. Yes.
It shows you how to do art. It shows you how to be like have fangs and have like weird gel horns that are kind of cool in a way. But anyway, I guess next question. What is your get rich quick scheme? All right, so guys, get this. What do people need? Air. What do they not always have? Air. I'm gonna sell oxygen to people.
So Lorax.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say O'Hare Air.
Yeah, O'Hare Air. Because every time they build a company and produce the product, the environment gets worse. So then the more they build the product, the better their air becomes. It's insane.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Oh yeah, someone else in chat for the last question said they walked to the counter and asked for a can of Coca-Cola for $40.
That's one expensive ass can of Coca-Cola.
It better send me
that
through
should better
time.
be crisp. That should better be like
It better send me
McDonald's
through
Sprite
time
soda.
for that price.
I mean, you were the one saying you should sell air for like what, $9 a can?
That's it.
I was gonna
go to the bar.
slightly lower that, but
I would-
it is.
Because think about it, Coca-Cola is soda, so it has air and a drink, right? So should be a
Okay,
little
so
bit
maybe
better.
mine doesn't come with the free DLC of a drink, but you know what? It has the air aspect. You get to live. Congratulations. Mine is diet air. Hmm.
I think my get rich quick scheme would be something stupid like NFTs.
Do you like
Fucking NFTs, the monkey thing.
I was about to say, wait, I got this. Where what it'd be is I'd make up some stupid scheme where people would somehow get rich quick to make them think of ideas so that I don't have to do the thinking.
Oh shit, it's like an idea generating machine. Kind
Oh
of like
my
one of those,
God.
like, you know, the people who sell people books that are like blank except for the first page. They tell you like, oh yeah, write your ideas in this book. And it's like that.
I would just make another Twitter.
I would
I'd make a cult.
this
Okay.
really what
cult on Twitter.
A cult?
Yeah, cults make tons of money.
Yeah, but it's illegal. See, anyone can make
Yeah,
money
but
quick.
it
I could
doesn't
sell
say-
my
doesn't
organs and make some bank.
on there. It just said get rich quick.
Exactly. I could
Okay.
rob a bank if I wanted to.
What
It's a
I
little
would
higher
do-
risk, but you know.
I would hire a bunch of friends to spam buy this 1 3-cent item on Steam, and then buy so much that it becomes the front page item on the Steam store. So then a bunch of other people start buying it, and we resell them at like $17. And because so many people are buying it, they'll start buying the $17 ones, thinking that it's worth a lot of money. So then we'll just make so much bank.
Where the hell
That
do you get all these
actually is a
brain
pretty
cells
decent
from?
idea. Let's scam Steam. We'll do that after the stream's over. But yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to get rich in a very fast speed. All right, you get $1,000 per person you annoy. What's the fastest way you can become a billionaire? Play a game wrong on Twitch.
The easiest thing to do would be say something controversial on Twitter.
Oh wait, no. Go into like the anime subreddit and be all like, does anyone else think SAO is actually pretty good? Or something to that effect.
Roast me. Remember when people used to do that? When they
Yeah.
would say like roast me? Those were the funniest things.
Yeah, that was so fucking good.
Hmm.
I-
Knowing a lot of
it's like-
people. Oh, I know. I do the corn song. It's made by Shmo Yoho. It's that like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
corn,
Shmo Yoho.
a big lump with knobs. It has the juice, and then I also sing immediately afterwards another Shmo Yoho song that also happens to be trending, which is the crazy wake up. I don't like this, and it would annoy people so much that I would just be bleeding money.
Oh man, I still think something kind of funny to do would be like get in any Twitch stream, play like Dark Souls or something like that. People really love backseating for. And just play it like, well, how do I roll? And then just keep dying, and you're like, I don't understand. How do I roll? They will lose their fucking minds watching that stream. There is nothing Dark Souls players like more than correcting people who are bad at playing Dark Souls.
No, you got to fat roll. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
equip all the biggest shit and just roll everywhere.
This game
Is this
sucks,
supposed to
Walter.
attack? How do I
Yeah.
attack? I'm so slow to equip everything. But then I will get hit more.
No joke. I feel like I had that exact like string of conversation when I played Elden Ring on stream.
Oh no.
You're a millionaire at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm like I was about to say I was like somethinging money, but that's not something I can say and still maintain monetization that I don't have.
Say
so...
hunting horn is the best weapon in Monster Hunter.
Or even better, say like, does anyone else think longsword is underrated?
No.
Yo, the
That's
broken
stupid.
straight sword is the best weapon in the game, hands down.
No, see, that'll get people loving you. What'll really get people hating you for Elden Ring is be like, man, does anyone else think that Moonveil should get a buff?
Rivers of Blood is underrated, TBH.
Yeah. I think my bleed
Game.
build is actually pretty good.
Hey, I made an OP bleed build for PvP and I destroyed a bunch of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, chat says annoy people by tweeting slang from 2016 constantly, like saying yeet, which I think people still do, so that is still
Swag,
kind of annoying.
Boss.
And then also, best waifu, insert one they think is bad.
Oh, like a boss. Like a
like-
boss.
like
Just say
what?
that everything after everything.
Best girl is Itsuki.
Felix. You just bring in like traps.
Oh yeah, or like Astolfo. Astolfo is my waifu.
Sometimes you gotta
You know,
be a
Steph
real
was a
man
guy,
to be
right?
best girl.
Even better.
Or like, does anyone else think it's weird how fate gender bends all these girls, something like that? And then you'll either annoy the people who don't think that's true, or you'll get people who agree with you annoyed at the thought of it. So like, Yeah, I can't lose.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is mid.
Or no wait,
Just rate
make an
rate a show.
anime, make an anime and get it to the top of MAL. That's like beyond Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then just annoy everyone else to like review bomb it to get it back down.
Yeah, exactly. Bring in a stupid show to like a crazy high review, and then make
Yeah.
FMAB try to
Make
increase the score.
Ishizoku reviewers
Guys,
too.
let's make Master of Martial Arts the top-rated show on my anime list.
Well, remember last time a bunch of people rated a show 10, and then like Mao's developer team came in and like struck it and banned a bunch of accounts?
Yeah, that was I think it was Ishizoku Reviewers.
Yeah, it was reviewers, yeah.
And that show's actually, unironically, that show's actually pretty good.
I thought it was
But,
pretty
like-
good. They went all in on the concept, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that they actually like had a point to it. Like the whole thing about reviewing, how like that's an important thing people do.
Yeah, good point, chat. Boruto is better than Naruto. That would
Yeah.
be great.
Oh, you can see the chat too? Yeah.
Boruto was the best series.
Well, now I'm annoyed, so we're probably going to move on to the next question.
No, I'm pissed.
1000.
What is a video game that hasn't aged well? I'm going to say some shit right now, and you're going to let me explain, please. Dark Souls 1.
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Okay, so here's the thing. It's still a good game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's still a good game, but like if you've played Elden Ring, you played Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro even, all those, you kind of know that they now know really how they want to do that. And Dark Souls 1 was not that. It just wasn't. I hate to say it, but I really feel like it's a good enough game. It's got some good boss fights in that. I still think the final boss of Dark Souls 1 is one of my favorites in the entire series, but like, man. Oh, yeah, chat says Plague Incorporated.
Oh,
My God. Yeah, that's
That
definitely
is
one of us up there.
that is the best one. I don't think I could top that. That's amazing.
That's true. Oh,
Any like
man.
3D game that's old typically ages really badly.
Most Call of Duty games by that logic, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they always try to be like, we have the cutting edge graphics of our next Call of Duty game. And then it's
AI.
yeah. Oh yeah, any FIFA game after like a year, or like Madden or something.
Yeah, imagine buying a game with a 1-year lifespan with microtransactions. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I buy games with a 2-year lifespan. That's why I play Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, but like those games you could still play. Like
Yeah,
even
that's fair.
yeah.
I mean, one I would say probably is one I really liked to play when I was younger. Uncharted 1 on the PS3.
Oh,
It's so hard to go back to that game when Uncharted 2 and 3 just do so much better.
counterpoint. Nolan North being all like, "Hey guys, I'm Nathan Drake. I do Nathan Drake things, like Nathan Draking all over the place."
I
Like,
would say visual novels are hard to go back to.
A little
well,
bit.
Ugh.
but they're hard to go back to, but there's still games that can age well.
Well, some of the old
Yeah.
ones, the fact that like you open the game and it automatically restricts your screen to 4:3, and like it really becomes hard to like operate your computer and
Yeah.
stuff.
Chat says F1 2021, basically F1 2022. Really just anything where it like lasts a year, like we said. I think also like some of the early Assassin's Creed games, because like in 1 you can't even swim. 2 I played recently on stream, and it's like I like it, but I will say the combat is not nearly as complex as I thought it was when I first played it.
I love old RPG Maker games. I've been
Those
playing
are fun,
Omori
yeah.
a little bit. It's really fun. Or not Omori, it was Yumeniki. It's like Undertale.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
I've been doing a lot of game collecting recently, and there was one game I found that I had no idea that was even a thing. It uses this technology on the PS2 called an iToy, which was like a webcam that has really horrible specs that you just put on top of your TV and you'd use to show where your positioning is. It's like a prehistoric Kinect.
Oh yeah. I think I've heard of that.
I found a
those
game
old,
for
yeah.
50 cents at the game store called iToy Play, and I played it. It didn't work very well, mainly because I was not even a foot away from the camera. So there are a lot of games where you would have to be dodging things and not just moving around your body to get things to work. But
Yeah.
since the camera could only see my face, I was just moving around my head the entire time. And I looked like a fucking idiot the entire time. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it
Oh yeah,
did not age well at all.
Chat also says Wii games, which is kind of true sometimes. I will
These
say
games I don't think have aged
Wii
well.
games-
sometimes.
Besides like the aiming ones, like Call of Duty. I played Call of Duty World at War on the Wii.
played Black Ops
I played
so
Black Ops in the Wii.
Yeah. I played that emulated at a friend's house. I couldn't even get to round 5. Like past round 5 in zombies. It's so fucking hard to like move around and aim at the same time using that.
That
control
was
scheme.
the reason I didn't touch another first-person shooter for like years after that, because that was like my first exposure to it, and I didn't have like an Xbox or anything. So like,
Once you play FPS games on a computer, you kind of just can never go back, just because of
Yeah.
how much better the aiming is.
there's also how like what's I gonna say? Like another thing that, like I will say that we had some amazing ones. Like there was this thing where, have you guys ever heard of Star Wars Force Unleashed?
Yes.
The way you use the lightsaber in that game on the Wii is if you just take the Wiimote and you start swinging it around like a lightsaber. That's how you use that. That was, and I kid you not, the coolest fucking thing ever. That is still like the most. I like that. But
It's
then
something similar in Twilight Princess, right?
yeah, exactly. That and Skyward Sword both have the thing where you can like control the sword with like the Wiimote, and I thought that was amazing.
All
Now,
right.
problem, basically no one agreed with me. So
Hottest take: Ocarina of Time has been objectively obliterated by the passage of time. The controls, like you cannot aim a bow with that controller. Okay.
yeah, I
sorry.
hate to say it. I still
Yeah.
like Majora's Mask though.
I still need to play those games, so
Yeah.
I
Well, it's
think
like
I
the
think
thing
they're
about
on the
Ocarina of
DS,
Time that
right?
you have to remember is that it's very, very old, and most of it is pretty basic. DS games, some of them haven't aged that well. That's true. Chat says DS games. Also, Roblox. I think Roblox.
I think Roblox aged like it aged reasonably fine. It aged like
Yeah.
milk. It's gonna get
People-
spoiled a bit soon.
People don't realize that Ocarina of Time was the original knack with de-emphasized jumping.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of funny. Apparently, like a big Roblox YouTuber actually visited one of my streams once when I was playing Undertale.
What?
They're like called like Flamingo or something like that. They got like 10 million subs.
What?
I was really hoping for like a shout out or something like that, but that just never happened, obviously.
I had a fake Mr. Beast bot account comment on my video one time.
Oh, I wish I had a fake Mr. Beast bot commenting on my videos. Oh man. Or like, oh yeah, the old Monster Hunter games, like the really old ones, that have not aged that well.
Yeah.
Wait, Jay, where are you talking about how Monster Hunter Freedom or something like that? had,
Freedom
like-
Unite. It's actually
Freedom
the game I
Unite.
got recently. I have still yet to try it.
That's
'cause
the best,
so many
like-
games.
PSP Monster Hunter. I played
Yeah.
it and it was really fun.
But like the Monster Hunter 1 had controls where you attack by using the joystick to pick the direction.
It really sucks in the old games when you couldn't like walk or run while you're like using items.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Well, it's like I can bear with that in 3 and 4, which I played, and also Generations. Basically, just any Gen 3 or Gen 4 game. But I will say, them adding that in World and Rise, just that changed the game right there. That's nuts.
you play like a new game. I played Rise, and then I was like, oh, let me
Yeah.
go back to World a little bit. And then even like mining. Holy ball.
Yeah.
It takes so much longer. And I'm like, I never would have noticed this until I played Rise, where it's just you mine once and you get all 3 items.
Yeah.
You have like a rare animation, you have like a regular animation, and you got to do
Yeah.
it 3 times.
Let's not forget even that the older games also you had like a limited number of pickaxes on you. If they broke, you're fucking out of luck,
My God. Oh.
which was a ridiculous decision.
That's the
It's like-
thing.
Oh yeah, speaking of mining and stuff like that, did you guys see the Nintendo Direct like 2 days ago where
I watched that live with my friends. Fucking farming sims all over the
6
place.
of them. I was like, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a April Fool's prank, but it wasn't April Fool's.
No, but like I was watching that and I was like, I just remember looking up from my phone at one point and being like, is this the same commercial?
Yeah, did I accidentally go back on the stream?
I shit
Like,
you not.
was it paused for a while? Am I on the same game? Some of them even look almost exactly the same.
I shit you not. I was in a meeting I had to start a meeting at like 9, so
Yeah.
I had to leave. I got back like 15 minutes later into the stream. I'm like, wait, this is they're showing off the same game still? No, completely different game. Oh, that's just coincidental, right? No, we've been only seeing farm sim games, Sam.
My God.
And then they knew that the farm sim games would freak everyone out, so then they added Bayonetta 3, Pikmin 4, and the Breath of the Wild 2. But like, you've seen Breath of the Wild 2, the last like 8 directs, like.
Yeah, but now we saw slightly a new name of it. Yeah,
And the fact-
the release
Tears
date.
of the Kingdom.
Can you believe they promoted the Pikmin mobile game before Pikmin 4? That's like
yeah,
the
think about
most
it like this.
epic prank.
If they had promoted the mobile game before 4 or like after 4, it would have been like, who the fuck cares about the mobile game? Yeah, let's go Pikmin 4. Who gives a shit?
I mean,
or even worse, people might be confused and think that Pikmin 4 is the mobile game.
oh, that
So-
would have been even worse.
That would have been a disaster.
But I think it's funnier this way because everyone's like, hey, all you Pikmin fans out there, you ready for this? And everyone's like,
Yeah.
no way, Pikmin 4. And then it's the mobile game.
Yeah, not only is
You
it
got
not
debated.
Pikmin 4,
That direct was
yeah.
so bad.
Oh my god.
The Sony Direct was awesome, though. The PlayStation one?
actually, yeah.
There
I'm
were
so
so many
excited
games.
for Ragnarok. I've been playing through all the God of War
Ragnarok
games
looks
just to
so
get hyped for
good.
it.
I might get a PS5
It looks so
just for that.
cool.
Or
The giant jellyfish looking thing.
how much are PS4s? I guess I could get a PS4.
Yes.
too.
Oh yeah, PS4 is probably 300.
That's not bad.
Usually, if they're on sale, you can get it for like kind of dirt cheap compared to most consoles nowadays. Because like,
Yeah, I can look out
Yeah.
for you if you ever need.
yeah.
I just need Ragnarok. It just looks way too fun.
Wait until they announce Bloodborne 2 and you have to buy a PS5.
Clearly, it's either Ragnarok or Elden Ring. That's probably.
And that's
the
why I
game of the
got
year.
one.
Yeah. Oh man. Also, do you think they're actually gonna do Elden Ring DLC?
Probably because all they have to do is extend the map or add an island or something. Like
I
Cuphead.
hope they
Yeah,
do.
and just add a boss that like farts in your general direction and kills you or something like that.
I
and
mean,
then,
yeah.
add a new status effect, make bleed more overpowered. I think I could see them.
No,
doing that.
just stats
Or
effect
fart.
is depression. It's just every time you die, you just get more and more depressed to the point your character leaves the game.
Yeah. You have to go to Thea to get like therapy or something like that. She's like, and how did that make you feel? And you just kind of like, because your character doesn't talk.
Yeah, in order to like cure the depression, you have to do one of the side quests.
No,
The entire.
you have to use
side
an
quest.
item to save.
What's this? Resident Evil?
Yeah, that was the joke.
But that's also another thing. The old Resident Evil games.
Resident
games
Evil
that-
games, yeah, the older ones really.
Okay,
I'd say they
Aged
aged pretty
badly.
well, but at the same time, it's like, honestly, I don't know who having limited save items was really helping there, because I never ran out, and it also would just kind of like put anxiety on me in a game that was already full of anxiety.
Oh, a game that
I think
aged
that's
badly.
perfect.
Silent Hill games, because I heard
Really?
they're very good and I played them and I could not play them. Like I just
Really?
didn't know what I was
Yeah.
doing or anything.
I never played it either. But oh yeah, apparently someone says in the chat, I mean, all they need for DLC is add a coffin and a harder boss that can one-shot you if you don't destroy an object, then give it a more powerful items that only work there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It is
God.
true.
Yay!
that was Ringed City. That was what that was.
Ringed City
And
was
a little bit
awesome,
of-
though.
Some of the other ones.
That was my favorite.
was
DLC
Malekith.
by far. Oh, Malekith.
Could you imagine if
Yeah.
the Crumbling Pharaoh Missoula was the DLC? That's like Malekith was the DLC boss. That shit would have been nuts.
What's crazy about Elden
Pretty
Ring
cool.
is there were so many areas that felt like DLC
Yeah.
that I'm like, this shouldn't be in the game, and it is, and it's like, what is?
Which
I
is
need to play
probably
that
why
game
they're
again.
taking a while in the DLC. I'd rather them just release a lot of shit immediately
Yeah.
and then have everyone embrace it.
Just imagine though that like those were supposed to be DLC, but they accidentally shipped it with the game, and then Miyazaki's like, "What do you mean they're fighting Mikella?" What?
Yeah.
They accidentally put out the DLCs.
Yeah, something like that. Like, oh yeah, we're seeing speedrun videos of Millennia. That's a joke, right? And then the team's like, about that. Oh yeah, but no, they're not fighting Malekith, right? Definitely not him. He was DLC too. I don't know. That's just kind of a funny idea. We should probably move on to the next question. We've been on this one for the last like 10 minutes.
Yeah. We love
Lot to
video
talk
games
about,
if you
though.
can't tell.
Yeah. If you got a list of your stats once you died, which statistic would you be most curious about?
Number of times I masturbated.
I was gonna say that. Thank you for saying it first.
Yeah, thank you for me not having to say it. I'm glad I'm not the one without the brain
Okay.
cell.
With that being the same for all of us, what's the second most interested statistic?
Hours consumed watching media.
Maybe like
That's a good one. Yeah.
maybe like how many times I lied or something like that. That'd be
Oh, that's a
interesting.
good one. Or like what is it? How many times people laughed at my jokes and it's just like a single digit number and I'm like, bro.
How
All
many
right, there's one.
aspirations I had in my life until I changed to like a 9 to 5 job, you know?
Yeah. How many jokes I made that I stole from other people?
How many people have said shit behind my back?
Oh, that's
I
a
said good
one.
shit about you behind your back.
Okay.
Oh
that's
yeah,
fair.
bad shit behind. That's
Well,
a good
in
one.
that
That's
case,
interesting.
I would just say, just if people have talked about me, even if it's a bad
Yeah.
thing or a good thing, like, am I enough to be in
Oh,
people's minds?
how many bad takes I've had.
Yeah.
How does that work?
The stats just determine if my takes are bad or not.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd also be funny, like, seeing how many people have like unsubscribed from my channel over the years.
Oh no. How many times I have made milk?
Wait, what?
I am
Wait.
curious as to what that
Wait,
means in this
what-
context.
Oh
but
no.
Excuse
I think
me,
that goes
wait,
back to the
what?
first thing we were talking
that
about.
was from chat, yeah. Or like how many times I died across like all the Souls games would be kind of interesting.
Wait, so like looking at the stream, me and Jetstream Sam are both like toilets. Does that mean our opinions are shit?
All of our opinions are shit. I'm debating someone on the same level as me. I'm just a human form toilet.
I like the like squiggly line effect on the background of the screen.
Oh yeah.
What is
I wanted to
that?
have a more official, like, it's like the outline of my hair. Look at it.
The
It's got,
bottom
like, the
middle.
top- The top of it is,
Oh!
yeah.
The bottom middle looks like UA from My Hero Academia.
It was actually supposed to be AH for Arrowhead, but yeah. Hey, you know, I am My Hero Academia.
So you did
Are you-
plan everything about it. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I
Sounds
didn't
like
it's the
realize I
thing.
was a toilet. I haven't even looked at myself in like years.
Don't worry, we're all toilets here. Also, chat says, yes, sorry, I'm living in China, can't say a lot of think. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's about
Oh,
the
you
milk.
live in China? That's really cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
can you
but,
send
yeah.
me the like Chinese exclusive CS:GO skins because they're really cool.
There are
They have Chinese exclusive
What?
CS:GO
Yeah, so
skins?
like because
see this.
some of the skins they had to change because they don't allow like skulls and death and stuff on their
Yeah.
skins. So there's this one USPS called like Kill Confirmed, and instead of it having a skull, it has like a weird mech robot that looks really cool. And I really want it, but you can't trade within it because if a Chinese trader traded it to me, it would go back to the
Oh,
skull
yeah.
skin.
So just ask for the account.
I would.
So wait, like, when they kill you in Chinese CS:GO, does your name just get like censored or something like that?
I don't. Maybe.
No,
it's
the
server
joke
restricted.
being that like they censor so much information that like whatever it would be didn't land. Never mind. Anyway, next question.
Yeah, I see that skin. That looks sick.
Which villain was 100% in the right to become a villain? I don't think I put this question in here, actually. I'm kind of weirded out that this is still here, so that's whatever. Anyway, what villain wasn't 100% in the right to become a villain? If any.
How spoilery can we get?
So I know that my mom
Uh-huh.
actually was.
Your mom is a villain?
No, my mom liked Thanos as a villain and said
Oh,
that
yeah.
like
That's
he
fair.
was
people
pretty
like
far in the
Thanos.
right. So that's interesting.
Yeah, maybe keep an eye on your mom. Just to...
Make sure
Yeah.
she doesn't get all the Infinity Stones, you know?
Yeah, she's like, man, Thanos had a really good idea, though. What if we kill half the people? And you're just like, yeah, you know, that's an interesting thought.
What are you doing
and
with
stuff
that
like that.
gauntlet, by the way?
And I'm like, I'm not trying to do the Thanos and Joker sort of things, which
Yeah.
I would be fine if you guys said that. I'm trying to think outside the box. It's so hard to like.
I'm trying to
top of my
say,
head.
yeah. Like obviously, if we're going by like the Killing Joke thing, then probably Joker would also apply there because that was pretty messed up. But let me think. I think Askeladd from Vinland Saga. If you guys have seen that, have you guys seen that?
Yes, yes, yes.
I'd say he's pretty far up there. He's also one of the few villains I actually prefer more than the main character. Like, I know he's like an awful guy who did a lot of awful stuff, but by God, was he charismatic, you know?
Trying to think of a good one.
Yeah, it's so hard.
My dad theorizes that Kylo Ren was always a good guy, and he only killed Han Solo to like gain the trust of the dark side.
That's still pretty bad, though. That's like saying, like, guys, don't worry. I did a load of cocaine so the mob would trust me. I'm still one of you guys. And it's like, you've got, like, cocaine all over your nose and stuff like that. It's like, are you, though? Are you really on our side?
If you, like, killed one guy to save the entire galaxy, sounds
Yeah, but he didn't save anything from Han Solo. He was, like, he was just trying to get his son back.
And it's almost Kylo like Ren Han Solo. Like... I think Han Solo knew. I think as well.
It's
possible.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's a bit of a stretch for me.
Yeah. I don't know if I fully agree with it either.
Not sure about the theory. I'm pretty sure I copied the wrong question into the file. Just didn't check it. Anyway.
Yeah, whoopsies. Sorry, I couldn't think of anything at the top of my head.
Don't worry about it. I did not mean to put this question in here. What was a horrible show you can't get enough of? Ladies and gentlemen, question of the night. All right. I'm going to say Master of Martial Arts because I still fucking love that.
Well, if I was talking to songs, a 1-2 oatmeal, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get enough of that.
I don't watch shows too much other than, like, anime.
A horrible show, Domekano.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Also the manga. Yeah.
Oh, the manga is a masterpiece.
Oh, yeah. It was the ending that was horrible. Yeah, but, like, that's the best part. And then, like,
unless you
were
a Rui fan.
Yeah.
Wait, were you a Rui fan?
I just wanted an ending that I would be satisfied with, and that was not it. I
wanted a complete dumpster fire ending, and I was very
well. See, that's the thing is that it went without being a dumpster fire for so long that I thought the series had just changed its ways and decided to like join the good guys. Then it was like, psych, bitches, I'm still a villain, and then it just crammed a car through everything, literally.
Neko Para is another one.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to disagree with you there,
Complete
Chief. I just can't.
Are you saying that the show's good, or are you saying that you can't get enough of it?
No, I can't get enough of how bad it is. Like, I don't like the show really. Don't tell anyone else, but you know.
Yeah,
totally. Honestly, I'm not for everyone to hear.
Oh, Sakura Gamer. Yes.
Oh, fucking course you would say that. Really, just a lot of horrible VNs.
Yeah, horrible VNs I can never get enough of there.
Have you guys played that one where the guy's searching for panties the entire time?
That's an anime, right? He found panties like in his locker, and he has to figure out whose it is because she like confessed to him, like by giving him her panties.
I don't know if that's an anime, but I know
it's an anime. I actually watched it. It was really bad.
I was talking about the VN that the Game Grumps played at some point, where at some point it's like also horribly translated. So they have this one line in there where they're gonna watch a football game. They're gonna watch like a football game or something, and they're just like, "Come on, guys, it's time for football," and like it's football day or something like that. They say some weird shit, and everyone's just like, "Oh yeah, it's football." It's, I don't know.
The one show that for some reason is always on my mind is Family Guy, even though it's not even the later seasons aren't even that great.
Yeah,
a legitimate dumpster fire. I would say that I really like is Future Diary.
Oh, of course,
so
everyone
good.
loves that.
And like I know, like it's a take. Everyone hates it, but I think it's so good just because of like how
first time I've heard this.
Surprised I was when I watched the show. It was really good.
Like they actually, I'll give them credit. It was never boring. It was never a boring show. I was never like, oh, fucking something happened. Something is always happening. That's why I watched, like, I think the last 24 episodes of the show, mind you, of a 26 episode show, I watched all 24 episodes after the first two in one day. Still the most anime I've seen in the day. It's so good. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Oh, have you guys seen Big Order? Which I haven't seen. That's like, it's by the guy who made Mirai Nikki.
I don't think so. No, I have not.
Oh, I found the name of the show I was talking about.
Oh yeah, what is
Would
it?
you love a pervert as long as she's cute?
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
I can tell. Next question. What are the downsides of your preferred hair color? So I well, it's like I look like a Nintendo Switch.
My favorite hair color I would say is like blonde, but like sometimes
hair
dirty
you prefer in
blonde.
other people. Okay. Yeah.
Oh. I thought, because I don't prefer my hair color.
I get that.
Honest, but I would say like blonde's the best one, but sometimes some forms of dirty blonde can be a little bit like weird.
I like albino girls.
What? Does that have anything to do with hair?
I mean, white hair, yeah.
I'm confused.
Are you gonna tell me you don't like white hair? Question? You of all people don't like white hair?
Okay, so here's my thing. Like, I love white hair in anime, not so much in real life. It's a weird thing, but yeah.
I kind of get that.
Most people who have white hair IRL,
because like you know, like
people.
Yeah, white hair is either two things in real life, like old people or like witchcrafty kind of. And
yeah, maybe I want to be bewitched.
I did like date a girl with like pretty white hair, and she was fine. But it's very rare to like actually meet someone with like white hair that's like pretty good in real life.
Yeah.
In anime, it's like every time you see white or silver hair, you're like, heck yeah, let's get it. Best wife,
main character girl,
character, best girl kind of thing. But yeah.
So just making sure, the question was the downside of our preferred hair color. I thought it was saying of our hair color. I'm thinking, well,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm blonde and I'm dumb, I guess. I don't know, but
yeah,
downsides of my preferred hair color. I do like a redhead.
Yeah, someone said in chat about redheads.
Respect.
They like redheads, and in old times they were seen as demons.
Oh, that's a pretty good downside, yeah.
Yeah, my hair is literally red, not orange like all these fakers out here. As you can tell by the beautiful... I don't even know what hue that is, but it's like A47 or 92 or something like that on the color chart.
I would say a downside to red hair is like freckles, or like the sometimes you can have like outbreaks and stuff, and it's not cool.
Okay, outbreaks are yikes, but freckles I'm fine with.
Oh no, like it's fine, but like some you have to some people have like surgeries and stuff over it, and it's like yikes.
Really?
Yeah.
Surgery over their hair?
No, like not for their hair.
Freckles.
What are you talking about? And there is hair surgery, but
like wait, what the fuck? Wait, what is hair surgery?
It's when you surgery your hair.
Would it just be shaving your hair, dyeing your hair? What is hair surgery?
I think it's like ripping the hair up by the roots, but like with a knife.
Surgery though? Is that the best word we could use for that?
Well, it's like hair transplants. Well, it's surgery is like anything where you're I don't know. Where you use manual or technical techniques on a person. So, yeah.
All basically. Right. You know what? I'll go with hair surgery. I guess a question for me to you guys: if you could do hair surgery on your hair, what color would you make your hair?
Oh, what color would I make my hair?
Well, all successful VTubers are blue, so I think I'd be blue.
But if you think about the waifu getting your guy chance, it goes down a lot when you have blue hair.
That is true. I would fail miserably.
For me, like, I think brown hair is something I've always wanted. So brown.
It's weird. I'd probably go with black hair. If not, I would just stay with my.
If I lived in Japan, I feel like my my black hair would be pretty useful. But
yeah, you just blend into the crowd like a bird's eye view. You wouldn't be able to be seen.
What's interesting is my beard actually gets a little bit brown, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't like having a different color facial hair than like my actual hair.
Yeah, I have that problem too, but I don't mind it.
I just feel like it's like how Mario's mustache is a different color than his hair. It's like it feels odd once you notice that.
Wait,
Wait, that's
Wait,
a
what?
thing? I never
Yeah, look at
noticed
his
that.
mustache and his hair. It's
Mario.
different colors. Well, someone in chat is colorblind, so that's fun.
Did I just... Did you find the same thing as me?
I
That's
guess.
fun.
What the fuck is this? I'm sorry. I don't know why I had to show you that. Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
his
I
How
just
did
mustache
you
is
find
black.
that in like 8
It
seconds?
was the first thing in Mario when I searched.
What the fuck?
Wait,
I am
you're
gonna
right.
make a clip
Mario
out of
has
this.
brown
What the
hair
fuck
and a
is
black
this?
mustache. Actually, not in all instances, but yeah, in most
I
instances he
swear to
has.
God, it was the first thing I found when I searched Mario.
Is that the Mario movie?
Huh.
Fresh Brad? Is that you?
Actually, even though I notice it now, it doesn't look weird to me. I think it
Yeah, I
looks
guess
fine.
not, but like, I don't know.
What the fuck are these Mario searches? The second. Okay, never mind. Maybe my.
Why do you keep looking at it?
It was literally the second thing on my page, right after that.
Oh my
I
god.
think my search history's fucked.
I agree. All right, next question. I don't want to. No more Mario. If your SO sent you a cameo video to tell you they're dumping you, which celebrity would you want them to soften the blow? You guys know what
Can it be-
cameo is, right? Just to explain that.
I think I understand, but could you explain it?
Basically, it's like there are a bunch of celebrities on the app, and you can pay them to say things like the One Piece is real, and stuff
those
like
are
that.
cameos. Yeah.
Basically, yeah, and they've got like they had Gilbert Godfrey there when he was alive. He was a pretty popular one. They have the guy who played Dr. Doofenshmirtz in Phineas and Ferb. Got the name there. I was gonna say Bill and Murray. That's not the name. And then also like I think Mark Hamill's on there. Steve Bloom probably is too. I don't know, a lot of voice actors. But anyways,
Huh.
I think I'd go for Gilbert Godfrey. It'd be so fucking funny that I wouldn't have time to be sad. Like, this should not come as a huge surprise.
I could
I
also
probably
interpret
do.
this as I get a celebrity as rebound to date. You know, like which celebrity would you want to soften the blow? Like, I
As
could
in-
Not necessarily though. I'm just thinking like, what if it's like Matthew McConaughey is like, hey there. So sometimes in life things don't really work out. But someday you're gonna be all right.
We do Steve.
I can't believe
Bloom.
a person would send you a video to say they're dumping you. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't think that's an actual thing. I think this is
What I
just
would do-
part of the prompt.
I would reply. I would put
Yeah.
a tweet on Twitter saying this really says a lot about our society with no
Or-
context.
Or alternatively, pay the same celebrity to send a message back to them and have them be like your little messenger in the whole situation. Like they tell you like let's say it's through like Steve Bloom doing like the Rick Doffin voice. He'd be like, ZC's not backing out or something like that. Or like he wouldn't do the voice. That would be Nolan North, obviously.
That'd be Nolan North, yeah.
Yeah, that I
It's okay.
I messed that up, and I'm the voice actor, and anyway. Let's say you pay Nolan North to do the Rick Doffin voice, and he's like, CC's not backing out, and then you have him send it back in like the Nathan Drake voice, where he's like, can we just talk about us? Can we work this out or something like that? And it's just like, and eventually he's just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I didn't know
Or
you'd be
Nolan
sending
North.
it back. I thought it'd be just one video from your SO to you using a celebrity. If I could choose any voice actor, I think it'd be hilarious if SpongeBob told me that.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
She slept with your brother. Bye.
I would do like maybe like a South Park voice actors. I feel like would be really funny for this.
Yeah. She's breaking up with you because you suck.
Yeah, exactly. Like not even words.
He's like, what the fuck is he saying? He's like, go to your SO. He's like, what is he saying? I don't know. Oh
Have you
shit!
seen,
I
like,
should have chosen
videos
them.
that like translate what Kenny is saying, and it's almost always curse words or something like weirdly sexual.
What if it was like Seth MacFarlane who does like a lot of the voice of Family Guy, where
yes,
it's like,
and then he does like all the Family Guy
yeah,
characters.
and he's like, okay, well, I've got something to tell you, buddy. It's you're not gonna want to hear it. And it's like, Hey, Brian. Peter, hold on a sec. Hey, do you know the breakup video where that schlub got broken up with? Peter, look. Hello, Brian. What? And then Stewie says something stupid or something like that. I don't know. That's my plot for the breakup video. Get Seth MacFarlane to do it.
I didn't know that we could do anybody. Since
Let's just say anyone. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's more fun to do anybody than just let's just search through this super obscure list of cameo video.
Oh wait, here's another idea. What if like they send one in Nolan North and I have to send one back in Troy Baker? So it just looks like they have like some he and Troy Baker just have some really weird compassionate love story between the two of them.
It'd just be the vaguest names ever, like Schmoochy Poo or something like that. They wouldn't actually reference who they're talking about, so it could just be inferred that they are talking to each other.
And then at some point you're just like, I stopped sending them money. Why are they still doing this? And it turns out they're just really dedicated to the bit.
I think that
they don't break character.
Those voice actors that would do that for free are probably the people that would be the best people to donate to, because if they're willing to do it for free at that point, they're enjoying what they're doing. They aren't just doing it for the money.
Love of the sport, really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I like this question just because of the idea of like receiving something from like, what if it's, I don't know. No, let's get off this question. I feel like if we start talking about voice actors, we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next question: if your adult child that told you they wanted to do OnlyFans for a job, how would you respond?
Can I get it for free?
What are they doing on OnlyFans?
I'm kidding.
Oh my god. I was gonna say like, well, son, if you think you're hot enough for that, you know, go for it.
Well, OnlyFans, they don't only do sex, do they?
Not necessarily, but at the same time, it's like I don't know anyone who's successful on OnlyFans that isn't.
That's true. Well, you know what you could do is, you know that like one Twitch girl on Twitch who had sex and then only got banned for a week,
yeah,
and then became like super popular afterwards. Just do it on Twitch at this point, you know, like.
Yeah,
why
do it
would
on
you
Twitch
do it on
until you get banned.
OnlyFans?
Okay, step one. Where am I gonna find someone to have sex with me?
Yeah,
Well,
that ain't gonna happen
Well, if
for
you're
me.
an adult, wait, if you're adult child,
Yeah. So
What?
We're
theoretically,
not gonna have
I got
sex with the kid, J City.
adult child?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're-
as in
Your
you
kid
own a
who's an adult,
child,
let's say-
and the child is above the age of 18,
Oh!
and they came up to you saying, "Hey, I'm doing
I thought it was
OnlyFans."
If you're an adult and your child told you, I was like,
what were you thinking? Like a
That's why I
6 foot
was-
tall 5-year-old?
okay, well, that's why I was just assuming that like he isn't asking for sex, because otherwise I'd say that's illegal. You can't do that. But if the person's an adult, they can do what they want. It's their life. I
Okay,
guess.
tell me what you were imagining though. Adult child. Were you imagining like a 6 foot tall 5-year-old or like?
No, I was imagining like if you're an adult and your child asked you.
Yeah, I can see where you
Okay.
read that from, but I would have a stroke reading this question too.
If you're
Okay,
an adult
yeah.
You read it.
child, it just doesn't sound like natural.
Someone
I don't know.
in chat, you can do with only one condition. I take 90% of your earnings, so if she does it, I get paid, or she simply won't do it.
So it's basically Ryan's toy reviews.
Or
Oh,
it's prostitution, technically.
Depending on what you do with the OnlyFans.
I
Oh,
suppose.
that's true. Is
I mean,
that,
you can
is
do,
that a
like,
thing?
What?
If you have
prostitution?
sex, no. If your like kid has sex and is a dependent of you and gives you money for off the earnings of OnlyFans, is that technically prostitution? Maybe, probably not, because you're paying.
I
For
mean,
it's like
I
paying
assume-
for your bills.
I assume that you wouldn't be letting your kid who's a dependent have sex on camera in the first place. But, you know,
I thought
maybe it's legal.
That is kind of
in-
the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
would you respond?
I wouldn't fully mind it as long as it's like something. Oh God, this is gonna sound awkward to say. Something they're good at and they are very.
Yeah,
popular.
but
at
that
the same
brings
time,
up
I don't
another
know if I
question.
want them
How
to
are
be
you
popular.
good at it, huh? Like,
What do you mean? How can you be good at it?
did you know the most popular girl on OnlyFans has never had sex or anything? Only posts pictures of herself, and
Is that true?
and behind a super high paywall had a picture of her tits or something, and that's it. Literally, she will
Why,
only post like semi-lewd posts of herself, and she
bro?
makes millions.
Is
So
it
you don't
pan
have to
piano?
you don't have to have sex on OnlyFans.
I
Yeah, next question. Anyway, a much more wholesome question. If she's a 10 but sleeps with if she's a 10 but sleeps with stuffed animals, what is she now? I would say an 11.
10.
A 10-year-old.
Yeah, I don't think it like brings you down. It matters how many stuffed animals, I'd say. If you have like your room is filled with like 30 stuffed animals, that's one thing. But if you have like, like 1 or 2 on your bed, I'd say it doesn't hurt you. Like I wouldn't be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, stuffed animals. Sorry, I'm looking for my next
Also,
Besso.
what
Goodbye."
exactly defines as a stuffed animal? Like a stuffed animal, or could it be like a fucking furry suit stuffed
Let's
with
assume it's
pillows on
some
the...
plushy thing that's not necessarily a pillow.
But that's also defined as a body pillow that would have like...
No, we're in
something
the
furry
new
on
we're
it.
in the new meta. Squishmallows are very popular right now.
All
That
right.
is true.
In that case, as long as she washes it or finds some way to like keep it clean, I will probably say like 9.
Can she make me her pillow?
See, that's the reason why I said
That's
9.
the ideal there.
That's the reason why I said 9.
Oh,
because-
that's why she's an 11. There you go. Because she's a
Yeah, because
cuddler.
then it's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm a furry beast, despite the fact that all the hair is synthetic because I'm an android.
Whoa, did you just say furry?
Furry beast, it's a different classification than normal
Uh-huh.
furry.
It's a furry confirmed, guys. You heard it here
I'm
first.
not gonna wear a fursuit to bed. Also, I wouldn't wear one at all normally, just because I'm not a furry.
I don't know. Sus.
You had to
Why is
start
my
that
model
way.
winking right now?
Yeah.
If they
Okay.
are cute. Well, yeah, if they're a 10 and the only problem they have is that they have a ton of stuffed animals, why that doesn't hurt me at all. She's still a 10. Like
Now,
don't
see, at that
really-
point, I get suspicious.
I
Like,
don't really know if I like these questions that much either, because like, what would?
well, see, it's like I would say,
Oh.
don't judge someone just for sleeping with stuffed animals. That's whatever. Everyone has their own interests. But at the same time, I find the cons. I just wanted to make the joke of then she's an 11, and
Okay. I
I
I'm
don't
made
want
fine.
the
more
joke,
discussion on this.
I like the 10. I like the
I
10.
made the joke that she's a 10-year-old still,
Yeah, I
Oh,
heard
no,
that.
no. That,
but that was
a 10, not if she's 10. No. See, I read the question correctly this time.
Yeah,
I was
even
trying
though
to be funny.
never mind. All right.
If your child told you they wanted to do
I'm getting embarrassed.
Man of Reddit, what's the male equivalent of flowers as a gift?
an RTX 3090.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, it is.
I disagree with that
If
assessment.
John,
if your significant
flowers.
other came, knocked on your door, and said "Happy Valentine's Day" and gave you an RTX 3090, she is the one right there.
Yeah, you
How
give her a wedding
are
ring.
your flowers,
Flowers
John?
are just like a nice
How
greeting gift or
expensive
something
are
like
they?
that.
An RTX 3090.
Your flowers should not cost the same as an RTX 3090.
Are the flowers ray traced?
And it
Like,
also,
what's the deal there?
Yeah, and it also implies that she has money. See, like, there's no like downside. I think I like this one.
What if it's a test to see if you only like her for her money?
See, the gift, my gift would be if they are willing to sometimes pay for dinner. Like, if I take them out to dinner and they somehow are just willing
Is
to pay.
that
I'm
flower
like,
related?
that's
Like,
gift
I think it's
related.
just. I think it just comes off.
Why
as like
does
a
this have to
random-
be? This has to be gift related, not flower related.
Well,
But
yeah,
at the same time, there has to be some sort of limit. You can't just say, "Oh, if she gives me like a fucking huge ass gaming PC, top of the line, of course she's
Well,
mine."
no,
Yeah, no
I will make
shit.
this joke because I saw this. There was actually a meme about this where it's like when your girl comes to your house with a new RTX 3090. Like,
Okay, that's true. You know what? You are right. If a girl did come up to me with an RTX 3090, I would probably be really happy.
I mean, I'd also be pretty happy, even though I have no idea how to plug it into my thing. But like,
Same. I would probably
Say,
just say,
like,
okay,
I need a guide.
yeah.
I would say
The real
huh.
real male equivalent of flowers as a gift is like a gifted sub for like a streamer or something like that.
I like
No, it'd
food,
be
so I
awkward
would
if I-
say like takeout. If the person came in with takeout, I'd be like, "Hey, now you speak my language."
What if it's
you
like
know?
McDonald's? Or if it's like really
I'd still
shitty?
be fine with that. Like went to
Mm,
McDonald's and came over to my house.
I would be
and-
I would be happy, but it wouldn't be the equivalent of flowers in that place.
Really?
Because if she came back with McDonald's every day
Oh, not
I
every
feel
day.
like
You don't
that'd be-
come with flowers every day. It's like a
Of course you don't, but
special
you don't
thing.
come home with like you don't come home with.
Okay,
Actually,
how much
some
are
families
flowers
do.
typically? Like $15. McDonald's
Something
about
like that.
12 bucks, right?
Let's assume it's like you wouldn't buy it every day, but it's like a fun little special occasion thing.
If we're talking like seasonally, like assume Valentine's Day flowers or Mother's Day flowers.
I was gonna
or
say
something.
beer. A lot of guys like beer.
No!
You know what? I would be down with beer.
Reddit? I was assuming for a Redditor, right? Because it's
Oh,
men
for
of Reddit.
Redditor. For
We're
Redditor,
talking
that's
about
assuming
Reddit?
they even see a
Reddit,
woman.
Reddit gold. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, actually, like she doesn't even have to bring anything. Just a girl at the door. The men of Reddit would probably be happy enough, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're asking
They would
Redditors. I assumed
probably-
it was for a Redditor. That's why I said the 3090.
I guess the male equivalent of flowers is gifted like compliments. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
gonna go
yeah,
so.
Redditors definitely like getting
as you think they
complimented.
would.
Yeah, I do too. Next question.
Oh my god. You own a Discord server? And you're a moderator?
Oh. How do you know if you're in love? All right, so I'm gonna say this: if the one you're into gets a haircut and you're not in love with them anymore, then you weren't in love. You know you're in love when they like get some
I
weird
don't know
new
about that
hairstyle.
though, because like
I mean, like, what if they?
I don't know about that. Like
Actually, I was
if
about
I
to
went
pull the
bald and a
GTA
person
5.
doesn't like me anymore, I wouldn't say that's weird. I would say, okay, that's fair. If I cut like both my arms off and the person doesn't like me anymore, I'd be like, that's fair. You know,
That's-
like,
I'm saying hair, guys.
yeah, hair
Yeah,
is
I
a
know.
big deal.
It's-
I mean,
hair
I would
is
say it makes or breaks a relationship usually.
yeah.
I mean,
Like if I'm dating a girl who's got like long hair and then she gets a like a bob cut or something like that, I'm not gonna be like, ooh, sorry girl, this guy is only for
Well, it
her-
matters like the context. If she did it just to piss me off, that's kind of hot, right?
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
You'd say that. Of course, you'd say that.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
The one thing I don't like, the one conversation if I ever had it, would be if a girl's told me, if I was a worm, would you still date me? No, of course not. You're a fucking worm. How would
Wait,
I
if
be
I
able
loved
to
her, I would
communicate
find a
with
way.
you?
I've never heard anyone ask that. Is that a thing?
That's a new
it's a
trending
meme.
thing. It's stupid.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
That is
I've seen it on a
fucking
few of the
dumb.
Hollow Stars guys streams where they keep talking about how like, guys, if I was a worm, would you still watch me stream? And like they actually
I
have
would
like
watch
merch
a
coming out now with
streamer
like worm
worm.
stuff
That
on
would be
it.
hilarious.
Or
A
something.
worm.
I just don't understand because you're just gonna be a worm.
Yeah,
Of
you look
course
like a
no one's
dick.
gonna
I don't
watch
like
you.
Dicks. You know, like
Yeah. What if I'm more like one of the worms? Wait, I can be a worm right now. Give me a sec. Hold on.
Uh-oh. What have I done?
I'm gonna
oh, are you gonna
transform.
become 2D or 1D or whatever?
1D?
1D.
I gotta see this.
Yeah. What if I
What
was a
stream
worm?
did you do this for?
This was for the Bloodborne demake.
Yes. That was hilarious.
There's a Bloodborne
It
Yeah, I'm a
demake?
worm. Witness me.
Can you like
he's
have two
worm.
models of yourself on the screen at the same time?
I think I can, but I think I'd also wreck my computer doing that.
Because if you have like two of yourself like mirrored, it'd be so funny. I think.
It would be very funny, but like they're also both talking at the same time. Then it's just like, oh, is he talking to himself? And the answer is yes, but like, why? Is the question.
Now
That's,
I
like,
see. Now I
pretty
see the worm. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Are you telling me you wouldn't love me if I was a worm?
Yes.
If you could
enough.
talk like this,
It matters, like, okay,
Maybe. You
look,
have to
if you're in Dragon
entertain
Ball and
who you
Majin
are,
Buu
so.
temporarily changed you into a worm, and I know you can change back to human, of course I, like you. But if you were born as a worm, no.
What if I was a cat boy?
okay, I
Cat
would like
boy,
you even
that's
more.
traps? I don't like traps. But let's see. If you were a
What
cat
if I
girl,
was
I
a
might
cat boy,
consider
though?
it.
What if? Consider this.
No way.
It's gonna take you, like, 30 seconds
if,
to load up the
actually, if you
stream.
were a cat boy, I'd gain a good relationship with you because that means I could possibly meet your cat girl like species, like the other ones.
Joke's on you, I'm the last of my kind.
Okay, in that case, I would ask someone else to.
John, Jesus Louise. And then you'd have to wait a maximum of 19 years.
Oh my god!
That
What,
is
the
cool.
tail moves.
I like
It's
that.
hideous!
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
you should do? You should have like a cat version of you, but with like the Razor Kitty headphones.
Oh, I should totally do that. Yeah. Or like, you know that cursed cat image that I use all the time?
Do you like
Mo-
not have ears? Is that like a thing?
Yeah, I cut my ears off on this thing and then I put cat ears on my head.
Oh, so
Ah.
you are like actually these are working cat ears, unlike a lot of cases
Yeah.
where they don't work.
I rewired them. Yeah, look, I don't have any normal ears. You just see the back of my head.
That's a thing that I really like in Horse Girls, the anime, is
Mm.
their ears actually work. Like they have like
Yeah.
phones and stuff that like work for them. It's like
Yeah.
such an easy thing you could do in a show, but they never do it.
Well, it's like, even I like when shows pay attention to that. Like, there's a thing with every Hololive girl that has animal ears and does like a little short thing, they'll always put the headphones over the animal ears as opposed to their normal ears, and it's amazing. Great attention to detail. And I'm gonna turn back into a human or android, but
Wait.
a sentient being.
What
So like,
question
how
were we
did you
on
mod
again?
yourself?
I forgot.
To become a cat?
What?
How did you mod yourself to be a cat though?
Well, you see, I'm an android, so you really just unscrew some parts, you put some parts back
So
in.
Arrow Girl is a possibility.
Oh, that's definitely gonna be a thing eventually. Trust me.
So that means we could just have Arrow.
Would you
Accurate.
love me if I was just the head of Arrowhead?
Oh, you could do like a Futurama joke.
Wait, moving the wrong thing.
Like put your head in like a jar and do like a
Yep.
like a Futurama
I
thing.
am
That's
Richard
funny.
Dixon. Rah.
That's such a
I
good
know.
Futurama. That's such a good joke they did in Futurama. Has anyone watched the new Futurama episodes, or have they not come out yet?
I don't think they've come out yet. I know
Oh.
Bender's actor was like kind of holding up the thing for a little bit, but
Mm.
yeah, I'm just Arrowhead head.
Hey, I see the settings. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna turn back into a person now. Hold on.
A person.
Uh,
So what's a person?
yeah.
Arrow
Or I could turn
Girl,
into my
let's
8-bit model if we're just
go.
doing like the root of all the models of Arrowhead.
The stream is
all
getting
5
out
of
of
them.
control. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, were we ever in control? The first question, even, we were like saying some kind of weird shit.
Yeah.
That's the
Hey.
point, though. That I wanted this to be wild.
I love wild streams.
Your chin is like
Yeah.
super like.
They're so much more fun than just doing
Chiseled.
the normal thing and then just waiting for it.
Yeah,
Because
look at my chin.
it's like you never want it to end. It's awesome.
Yeah, I
Wait.
like this chat. They're a good chat.
The next
Especially you,
question.
Jumeop. You show up at all of my streams. And there's that one John guy who always does, but I don't know where he is. Anyway,
Yeah,
next
yeah.
question.
Wonder who he is.
If you had a horse with no name, what would you call it? I'd call mine Betty White.
Well, I would just call it no name.
Okay. I
Damn it!
think
I
that's it for
was
me.
hoping one of you would ask why, and then I'd be all like, "Oh, well, it's called Betty White because it's a conversation starter." You asked about it, didn't you? But none of you did. So now the joke doesn't make any sense. No, the horse's name is Friday.
Oh, Friday's actually a cool name. I like.
Oh yeah,
that.
Friday is a cool name.
Yeah, because you write it on Friday, then you also leave on Friday.
Isn't that like a actual joke that people
Yeah.
do?
Another joke I stole from something else,
You know
which
what?
is most of them.
I would
Just
say,
like the name Arrowhead in the first place.
I would name the horse High. So then, whenever the
Your high horse.
yeah. So then someone could tell me, "Get off your high horse," and I'll be like, "Okay."
Wait, out of curiosity, do you guys know where I got the name Arrowhead in the first place?
No, I do not know actually.
It's
I
funny
do-
that you brought up Family Guy earlier because it was from Family Guy.
What?
I was trying to come up with a name for all this stuff, and I was watching this Family Guy episode where Stewie aimed a crossbow at someone's head. He's like, "What's your favorite flavor? What's your favorite brand of bottled water?" And the guy's like, "Huh?" And then Stewie's like, "Mine's Arrowhead." And then he shoots the guy. And I just thought, that's an amazing name. I should do that, but replace the E or the A R R O W.
I didn't realize that. That's so brilliant. My
So your origin's a Family Guy reference? That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the best
I
origin
never
for me.
knew
That's the most
that.
fitting origin for me that could have possibly been.
My origin, my lit ramen origin was I was gonna try and do the like a little group with some friends. We are going to be called the Fatty Foods Crew. No one
Oh
else made
yeah,
theirs except for me, and I went with lit ramen because I thought it would be funny,
yeah.
and
Ramen doesn't even make you fat, really. It's pretty healthy.
I didn't know what
It's
to
pretty high
think
in
of
sodium though.
because
Oh yeah, it does have a lot of sodium.
both of my friends had like other names. I forgot what their names were since it's been a couple of years since I made the account. Uh, and then the one I currently have, the Sam Head.
Yeah.
Uh, I actually stole that from one of my friends who was 2000s, and I was 2001, so I just liked it.
Oh, I see.
All right,
Well, did you guys?
one more piece of
Spe-
information for people to dox me with. Let's go.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that one meme where it's like there's a sign for like a restaurant that says giant food, but the D's blanked out so it says giant foo. Then it shows the Foo Fighters band being like, Mother of God. Get it? Because they fight foo, and it's like if there's a giant foo, it's a problem. I thought that was hilarious,
That
and
is
because of that, we're
hilarious.
moving on. Next question. All right. What is the worst way to get broken up with? Well, we could say by a celebrity, but you know, we already kind of said that. So let's say
What's the worst way to get broken up with over the end of the world?
I think by the
would,
I think by the mother of the person would be pretty bad. Like, hey, sweetie, I'm Stacy's mom. I do have it going on. Unfortunately, she does not have it going on with you, or something like
Oh.
that.
Because the mother actually wants you instead, so then you can have like one of those
Yeah.
animes.
It would suck
No,
if like
that's
if
usually NTR though. So yeah, maybe not that. Uh,
if the significant other actually died.
You
Like
could also
saying it too.
think of the question as what is the best way to break up with someone? And I would go with take her to a gym and then just sit there and not do anything. And then she'll eventually ask, why are we at the gym if we're not going to do anything? And then I'll say, oh, I'm just here to tell you that we're not working out. And then leave.
She wouldn't even. What if she doesn't even like understand that and she just follows you and just?
Well, then I'll
continues?
just keep making breakup puns until she gets it, you know.
Yeah.
That would probably take a long time for some dunce people.
You take a dump in the shape of a U.
What?
Well, you could always take her on like
Excuse me?
Yeah, you take a dump in the shape of a U, so then you could say I dumped you.
or you could like take them on a ride at like Disneyland or something like that. So they're going and you break them up with them just as the ride is like cresting the peak of like the track. So that way they're on an emotional roller coaster.
So that you say I want to break up with you, and they can't leave.
I like that
They
one.
have to like
Yeah.
they have to just go with you the entire time.
Or like I guess one of the other worst ways is by having the person like they're cheating on you with tell you or something like that. That would suck.
One thing
Especially if you're related to them.
One thing in relationships that's always not cool is like when all of their friends start like spamming you with texts and stuff and they're like
Yeah.
kind of not cool, they're like annoying in a way to the point where you don't really like want to deal with it even though you like the person. You're like, well, this is way too much work kind of thing.
Unless that basically makes you a harem protagonist, which I know you want. So like
Yeah, but I don't think when they're annoying you that they actually like you. It's more of a case of like,
no.
you better be
Fucking
treating
hate
her
you.
well kind of
I've
thing,
seen
you know?
anime, trust me, that's it.
Yeah, and anime is real life 100%.
Yeah, look at me. I'm the most photorealistic person of all time.
Yeah.
My eyes are 1/4 of my head.
It's weird to think that your eyes are actually in the middle of your face, but you always think it's a little above because of,
Yeah.
like when I was taking an art class, that's what they always said was make sure the eyes are in the middle. And I always thought that was such a weird thing to get used to.
Yeah, because like I always put them near the top, but the thing is like my forehead is non-existent as you can see from this.
Yeah.
And it's like that's like if I ever do correct my model, I'm gonna give myself more of a forehead because man, it's like
Yeah, arrow
I put
shark
my eyebrows
head.
up and it's like a 1/2 inch. Like
How about bald head?
but I no, the hairstyle is the one thing that will be a constant between all of my models. That's it. That's the one thing that will never change. But all right, next question. Who's allowed to knock on your bedroom window at 3 a.m.? Technically me from the future, but we already went over that one. So, let's see.
Bedroom
I think it'd be kind of
window.
hot if you had like your significant other tap on your window and say, "Let's go, sneak out," kind of thing. That'd be
Or
pretty hot.
she sneaks in.
But what if you live on like the 8th floor
Oh
and
yeah,
there's no
that's true.
balcony?
It
They're
doesn't
like a
work.
Second floor.
ghost?
That would be odd if she just knocks on the door.
I
and
would
just,
say,
I
like, a-
suppose if it was some mystic girl come from far away who's probably a love interest who's trying to like get me to go on an adventure or something like that, that would be okay.
Yeah,
Just
like
'cause
a
that's
secret
like the plot of the show or
agent
something.
like that would be really cool. I feel like.
The plot starter girl.
Oh, my pizza delivery guy. I would definitely allow that.
Yeah, it's like your pizza delivery guy is like Clark Kent or some shit, and then he's just like,
Freaky fast delivery.
Goddamn pizza. You ordered at 2 a.m. I don't even
or
remember
someone giving
ordering
you a
this.
Krabby Patty at 3 a.m.
Oh,
SpongeBob just in the window. Your Krabby Patty's here.
I would freak out if SpongeBob was at my window, though.
I would, but it's just a sponge holding an entire pizza.
And then he die because he needs water.
See, for me, it doesn't really hurt because I'm a basement dweller, so my window is like, like kind of like a pit. So like
Imagine
if a
they just
person,
like dig down and make a window in the basement just to kind of like knock on it.
so like there's like a little bit of a ladder outside the window, so you can
Hmm.
just go down, and then if you tap there, you can like clearly see the person. So like if compared to if you're on an apartment where they're like hanging,
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
John's on to me.
Chat says my crush, but I live at 26 feet approximately. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, is that it's like they have to be able to fly or something.
That would be pretty impressive though if they went that far to like see you.
That is
Go
true.
up. Yeah, it'd be pretty
Learn how to
impressive.
fly. Yeah. Next question. What's something you did the hard way for the longest time because you didn't know there was a much easier way? There's a tool in Photoshop called the symmetry tool, where if you put a line down, it'll just draw everything on the other side of the line mirrored from what's on that side of the line. Chat's going to sleep. Anyway, it'll do that. That makes drawing faces from the front so much easier. Like, this is all, like, my face was done symmetrically, as you can tell by the fact that it's, like, perfectly symmetrical and all that. Look at my
Okay.
face.
Mine's pretty stupid. So when you record something using GeForce Shadowplay, it records in variable refresh rate, and some video editing softwares don't allow you to record or edit when it's in variable. So I use this system
Ooh.
called Handbrake, and then what I do is like I re-render the video in a constant frame rate. And I didn't know this until recently, but you can render the video using your graphics card compared to your Intel CPU. So it was always taking me like 4 to 5 hours to render like an hour clip, and then I use my graphics card and it takes like 5 minutes. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
There was a thing that I did for a while where if I needed to download like an anime clip for like a little short or something like that, I would download the episode in like an MP4 or not like an MP4, like an MKV or something like that, change it into an MP4 using a different like software thing that lets me do that, and then use the thing that I got from that, assuming the audio wasn't desynced. I found out that if I just watch the thing with OBS running, I can just record my screen and save it as an MP4 if I need to. So that whole thing was pointless. Just, OBS is very useful.
Oh,
OBS
darn.
is awesome.
It's my fucking favorite. Oh, wait. Never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty much all I've got. How about you, Jetstream Sam? Was Killing Raiden on that list?
No. Give me a second. I might have something. I can't think of anything at the top of my head.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Real sex versus masturbation. I would say.
I guess maybe cooking. I didn't know a lot about I've been doing
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
get
cooking
that.
recently since I've been living alone in an apartment, and just realizing how much easier it is to do certain methods of cooking, where you just get all your ingredients, get them all ready. I did not know what I was doing when I was cooking for the first time. There was a time where I made a a pasta dish that asked for two cloves of garlic, and I didn't know what cloves were at the time, so
Yeah.
I put in 2 entire things of garlic, all chopped up finely, into my pasta, and it was so awfully garlicky that I
Mm.
could not even eat the rest of it. I had to throw it away, which really sucked. But just a lot of cooking things I just thought I could just do by myself, but learning that you could just, you know, search up half of the things, uh,
Yeah.
recipes, techniques helps a ton.
Someone in chat put pressing L instead of opening the Paimon menu to change teams in Genshin. Apparently that's a big thing.
Hmm.
I don't ever play Genshin though, so I wouldn't really know much about that. Probably should play Genshin at some point. Maybe just do that as like a stream thing. Like, oh hey, he's playing Genshin, the anime game. Or something. Anyway,
I might watch that.
next question. What's the worst change you've ever seen made in an adaptation? And boy, oh, blah, blah, blah. What's the worst change you've ever seen made in an What is the worst change you've ever seen made in an adaptation? Okay. We have
There
a
you go.
lot. We have plenty of things we can say for
Anything
this.
by Netflix, but
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had to say something that like ruined the point of it, there was this one anime called I think like I know it had something to do with bear in the title. The author was so pissed off that they changed it that like they actually wrote a huge blog post about how much they fucking hated it.
Oh my God.
But there's that. There's also like let me think.
I might have one while you're thinking.
Worst change. Yeah, any Netflix one was also said by chat. That's kind of funny.
I have one that is from Persona 1 on PS1 was normal, and then you would get the adaptation, the English one. It changed several things, several translations. And there's this one character, I think his name is Mark. And
Mark. Yeah, I remember that whole thing.
in the original game, he was black. And there were several lines
they changed it from a black guy. I forgot about that.
to a white guy. And so far, me playing through the game, there are several stereotypes I've found. First of all, one of them is that he does lots of graffiti. He also went into the police station and was arrested in a matter of minutes. And also, one of the characters in the game called him a monkey.
What?
Yeah.
But he wasn't black, he was white, but that still doesn't excuse.
Yeah, it's still pretty
what is being
racist.
said.
Oh man, early Persona games that would never fly today. Could you imagine Persona 5? Everything else is the same, but they've got like heavily racist undertones in it.
Yeah.
I watched.
That would be...
I really like the Attack on Titan anime, and then I watched like the live action one, just because I was like, why not?
Oh yeah, that's
within the first
nuts.
10 minutes of the movie, they killed off Mikasa.
That was weird.
That's a fucking oof.
And so you think like,
I told you this. Oh.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? They killed off like one of the best characters in the first 10 minutes of the show, and then it turns out she's alive, but she joined the scouts somehow. And then like met up with them like a few years later. Like why? I think they just wanted to like do the like, oh, we're gonna make ours a little bit different from the anime with shock factor, so you'd be surprised and you wouldn't know what's going on. It's like, so
just make a new IP at that fucking point. Come on.
Is the whole ending of the manga that everyone hates for Attack on Titan the thing where it's like, oh, well, it turns out the live action adaptation was the real Attack on Titan the entire time. And then it's like, they have to deal with that shit.
Oh, God.
Would it have
They
been
have to fight
better
CGI Titans that they're already fighting, but like worse CGI? I mean, aren't they puppets in the movie?
Puppets?
Aren't they, like,
no,
puppet
they're
Titans?
like people.
No, I know that, but like, oh, they're in suits then, like,
I don't think,
like
I think
Power
they're
Ranger
just straight
stuff?
up just naked people, like edited to look like Titans.
John, I'm pretty sure it's not naked people.
Well, obviously they cover the parts.
Well, yeah, but like if you cover the parts, what's the point of having them be naked? That's basically
what are you talking? Why do you ask the Titans the same question?
Well, yeah, why don't they have genitals?
Why do they have a female Titan if she only has boobs but no nipples? Like what?
Yeah,
what the
but
heck?
also another question is like, if a guy got the female Titan, would that make him a girl? Or would it just be the male Titan? I mean, most of them look kind of male, so that doesn't really make that. Or would it just have like, would it be an elephant? If you know what I mean?
I think it's
Have a
fun. I
cannon?
thought like when they named the person female Titan, it was just straight up like, oh, it's because the person looks like a female. But that's like the
Nope.
actual name too. Like,
Yeah.
that's so stupid.
It's also, yeah, it is stupid that like both sides came up with the same term to use for it, as opposed to just having it be like, yeah. Also, why did all of them come up with the same terms? Like, I think the only one they didn't come up with the same term to use was the Jaw Titan. I think they called it like the Dancing Titan for a while or something like that. That was the only one that was different, and also Aaron's they never named, so there's that. But yeah, that reminds me. There was a thing that happened when I was playing I Am Fish where I slipped up saying something where it's like, oh yeah, Neil deGrasse Titan. So yeah, Neil deGrasse Titan is another one that the lore doesn't tell you about. He has gravity powers or some shit. I don't know. Next question. You get to choose what your farts smell like. What aroma do you choose? I'm gonna say popcorn,
campfire.
and then I'll open up like a popcorn stand nearby so that people always want popcorn.
I don't know. Like, if it's a good smell, then I feel like I'd become an asshole and be like, "Heh, I farted, but it smells good." So yeah, you don't have to worry. But I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen. So I guess
what
I
if
would
it was
say
like-
like odorless, maybe.
I feel like it'd be hilarious if someone just made a superhero out of this, where they just put on a gas mask and they make the fart smell like the most atrociously disgusting like shit ever, and
What
they
if-
just go around just farting everywhere.
What if you worked with like
Fuck
the
people
safety
out.
department and you made your farts smell like gasoline or something like that? So it sounded like there was like a gas leak in the building. So you just fart, and then it's like, is there a gas leak in the building? Everyone smells gas, so they all get out, and then they have to pay you to like correct their gas leak or whatever it is.
But this is smart. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier with the get rich quick scheme.
Regular
Yeah.
fat farts are already so cool though, because like if you put like a matchstick next to it, it goes crazy, you know?
Yeah. I've never lit one of my own farts on fire because I always thought like it would like trail back and like blow me up. Like
That's
I've
why you
seen How
gotta
to
be
Train Your
taking a
Dragon. I
bath.
know that
You gotta be
happens.
taking a bath, dog.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Speaking of fire, do you see the Monster Hunter update thing today?
Paradise? Oh wait.
No, not that. They were going through the second title update for title update 2 for Sunbreak. We're getting another fire monster, Violet Mizitsune. It's got oil and stuff. It sets things on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It shoots
looks
fire bubbles
cool.
at you. It is pretty cool. It looks really cool. But there's also oh yeah, we're also getting the stronger version of Elder Dragons now as part of the investigation thing.
oh
They're
no, that sounds so
Risen
hard.
Chameleos.
Gosh.
He has risen.
The A5 quests are insanely hard. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna A6 quest this next thing.
no,
It's Gormagala, Rajang, Espinus, and a few others.
I can barely beat A5s.
Well, congratulations. Also, the numbers are in the investigation quests are going to go up to 120 as the max. Also, best thing to add, they are adding layered weapons again.
Oh,
Yeah, that was great. I like that they're bringing that back.
wait, when's Free Title Update 2 coming out?
2 weeks from now.
Yo, that's fast.
It is fast, and the next one's coming at the end of November.
Layered weapons. Woo!
Yeah.
Let's go.
I
I'm
can
gonna
use the paintbrush insect glaive now.
Yeah, that one looks so cool. You could like Okami all over the place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Out of
Next
context,
one.
that sounds odd.
Yeah. You wake up as a 40-year-old person and you have a wife and husband and 3 kids. What do you say? Well, I'm 40, so probably something along the lines of like, "Ow, my back!
Ow, my
bones!
hubris.
Ow, my
balls."
hubris!"
I have 3 kids and I'm still a virgin.
Oh yeah. Oh,
is
my
this
bank
shit?
account.
You guys aren't opening up any OnlyFans accounts, right?
Also,
didn't-
like, I imagine it's like you just wake up with all your memories from like when you were a teenager or whatever it is, or like early 20s or something like that, but not like anything recent or something like that. You just like zoom to the future, and it's like, holy shit, what are my kids' names?
Oh my
You just like
god.
replace your future self.
You can
They'll
buy
take you to the doctor, like, what's wrong with him? And you're just like, oh, I'm me from the past. Bet on Apple or something like that. Or like,
you
buy stock in Netflix.
you can buy DLC cat ears
That's
in Monster Hunter Rise.
a bigger priority at this moment.
Or like, if I'm 40 at that point, there's gonna be at least like 5 or 6 other Monster Hunters by then. Hopefully, it's still going that far in the future.
I mean, we don't really know what time it is. It could theoretically be like somehow you're fucking Adam and Eve and you got 3 kids. I don't even know how that would work, but
Yeah, that is
it
true.
could be that time, and then there are no Monster Hunter games. Would
Why
you
you gotta
ask
bring
your
out
wife?
the worst scenario? Why you gotta hit me like that? You know, like,
I'm just thinking of all possibilities.
yeah, I respect you for that.
Yeah,
Anyway.
there are two versions of this. There's the version with no Monster Hunters, or there's a version with a Monster Hunter. And if there's a
Risen
version with no Monster
Camellios.
Hunter, you ask your wife, how long is it going to take for a Monster Hunter game to come out? And if there is Monster Hunter games out, you ask her what Monster Hunter games are out currently. There you
And then
go.
they say Freedom Unite. And then it's all like Freedom Unite 2 or something like that. Then you're like, no.
No, just Freedom. Not
Oh,
Freedom
yeah,
Unite.
Freedom.
You're like, no,
Just the original on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
never.
Oh, tilt the joystick to attack or something like that. Yikes.
Oh, God.
Or it's like, if it's Adam and Eve, it's like, what Monster Hunter game is out? She's like, Monster Hunter Paradise. Oh, it's a callback to the future, because that's going to be relevant in a little bit. Anyway, next question. Assume the name Karen does not exist, but the pejorative concept currently attached to it arises. What other name would be the best fit?
Ashley.
Yeah, I was going to say Ashley kind of
Ashley
works.
is a good one. I was going to say, like, maybe Erica.
Erica kind of works, but I like Ashley because there was also a character in Mass Effect named Ashley that I didn't like.
And Resident Evil 4.
Oh, yeah. Don't be an Ashley about it.
and Colonel Sanders Dating Simulator.
Oh, yeah, Ashley.
Yeah.
About that.
There's a lot of bad Ashleys,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
What do you think is like the bitchiest anime name? Like, what name is most commonly associated with like bully characters in anime?
Like Japanese names or like
Yeah, this in theory. Like, I never hear about any of those, and I feel like there's definitely one that comes up more than others.
usually it's like names that end in like ko, you know? Like
Yeah.
Keiko.
Oh, it totally is. Yeah, I feel like I don't know who Keiko is, but I feel like I've heard a lot of really bitchy Keikos in anime.
Yes.
Or like Shoko or something.
Shoko.
Wait, Shoko's usually pretty good. Never mind. It's like
Reiko is
think.
another one.
yeah.
It's,
Reika,
it's literally
something
just
like that.
names that end in ko every time.
What about Reika?
Reika. Oh yeah.
I don't really know. Did I say
it's on-
Sally?
Yeah, if it's on guys, it's probably something ending in like Taro or something. As like I don't know. Just because like that's usually like a thug thing, like I'm Kyotaro or something like that, and then they have like the same hairstyle I do, but like it's worse somehow. Wow, I kind of killed that question. Anyway. Oh yeah, this one gave me a stroke reading it. How much is 1.21 gigawatts? Back to the Future. In the movie Back to the Future, Doc Brown says that they need 1.21 gigawatts to power the flux capacitor, as much as the US use. How much energy does the US use in 1955 at a normal day, and why? What? I don't understand.
So
I put this one in
basically,
here as a joke.
you take the power of the sun, square root it by the
You take
diameter
the
of the Earth,
moon and you take the sun and you
and
take
then you
the
take
moon and
everything
you
that's
take the
fun
sun.
too.
Actually, no.
Along with the fact that we are insignificant beings in a huge universe, and we multiply that by the depression that is holding us down, and you will get not the answer. You'll just get life.
Yeah, something like that.
A gigawatt is 1 billion watt hours, which is usually out of the measure used for like large electricity power stations.
Hey, we're not supposed to be smart here.
Oh, what?
It's a
It
lightning
literally said
strike.
how much is 1.21 gigawatts. There you go. It's 1,210,000,000 watts.
It's
I'm
also
stealing all my brain
1.21 gigawatts.
cells.
Next thing. People who watch Reddit posts on YouTube. Why? This is more of a question for the chat, really. Why, guys?
So I do like
I do like watching them, unironically.
the ones that I do like are the there's this guy who all he does is read like Karen Reddit posts about Karen
Oh,
stories,
yeah.
but the voice he uses is so funny
Is
that
it
it
Sarah
works.
TV?
Because compared to reading, hearing somebody like say it is a lot funnier, I think.
Yeah, like voice acted out and stuff like
yeah.
that. Like Sarah TV. Have you ever heard of Sarah TV?
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking love Sarah TV. It's sad that he left. But
I used to
will
watch
say,
him a ton. Yeah.
I think all of his stuff is absolutely hilarious. Those posts are fine because they add like stuff to it. They add something to the whole experience. It's not like those guys where it's like, it is a robot voice that kind of sounds like this, and then they have it read Reddit while Minecraft videos play in the background.
Oh, I
This is
definitely
what
don't
all
do
of these
that.
Reddit posts sound like. People who watch Reddit posts on YouTube. Why? I always watch them when I'm trying to get something done. You see, when I'm trying to grind in Minecraft and I need to listen to something.
Oh my gosh, you do the voice really good.
That's why I don't get the
Thanks.
TikTok thing too, because most of the TikToks are like male and female like robot voices, and it's like I don't really get the appeal of it.
Hello, I am the VTuber named Zen. I talk with a voice machine, text-to-voice machine because it is funny. You guys don't know that, but there is a VTuber that talks exclusively through that. and it's
I know
actually
who
kinda
you're
funny.
talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she still
Who's
does
also
it, right?
an android, I think. So that's...
Didn't she,
I'm really falling down the rankings here as I'm exploring the world.
isn't she also? I think she changed to a dragon recently, or maybe that was.
No, I think she was a dragon, but then she became an android.
was a dragon, then she became
Yeah.
an android. That's right.
I think so. There's
I did
also
watch her a
a
little
Hollow
bit.
Star who's an android, and he's one of the OG guys. And then there's also a few other VTuber androids who all have more subs than me. I'm pretty sure I'm not actually everyone's favorite VTuber android, but it's like, if I am, that'd be great. Did I ever tell you that the android thing was something I came up with like 10 minutes before I debuted?
Yep.
Yeah, because like I didn't actually like have a plan for what I was, so I was like, well, I'm glowing, so I've got blue on me. Android, sure. Yeah. Apparently cotton candy was not really up for grabs there, so yeah, Android. Anyway, didn't want to be a demon because everyone's a demon.
Yeah.
But like, what's something that Redditors can do very well? It's twist compliments. Or like twist anything. Like if someone says like, "Oh, you're good at doing this thing," and then they'd be like, "Oh, what? So I'm bad at doing everything else?" They love doing that. It's their favorite thing.
They are very good at adjusting stock prices.
Oh yeah. Or like they're really good at hating women.
Incels.
Remember how the incel subreddit was like originally meant to like make fun of incels, and a bunch of incels thought it was like their home, so they made it
Really?
like, yeah, that's why it got banned, because they were like, they thought it was like a legitimate subreddit for them.
Back when The Last of Us Part 2 came out, there was a Reddit page called The Last of Us 2. And after the game came out, it became the hate subreddit for The Last of Us 2.
Ooh.
And the original Last of Us server was just, hey, this is general, we talk about it and we like it. So every time I go onto The Last of Us 2, I completely forget that it's the hate subreddit, and I just see that everybody is just hating on the game. I'm thinking, okay, that's interesting. I thought this was a subreddit for just talking about it, but nope, it's just pure hatred, nothing else. No.
It's kind of
not
like
even
how the world
constructive
politics and
criticism.
porn subreddits switched. So now if you go in world politics, it's all porn, and you go in like porn, it's world politics.
Yeah.
Or like the
Reddit's
potato
a
salad
weird
John Cena
place.
thing.
I remember that.
Yeah. Or like giraffes don't exist.
Oh yeah.
I love that one. That's my favorite subreddit.
I have not.
One-
In all fair honesty, oh my gosh, I cannot speak. In all fair honesty, I think I only use Reddit for like porn at this point. That's it.
That's fair. I used it for like stuff like that. Like I obviously use it for the Askreddit stuff. I don't just like whisk this out of the air, unfortunately.
But
But
it's fun to look at it every so often. But
Yeah.
if I go onto that for social media, there was a time where I did that and it made me a horrible person.
an incel, yeah.
A
Yeah,
Redditor.
there you go. Yeah,
Happens to the best of us.
You can literally just call it a Redditor. Perfect.
Yeah. I usually just go on because it's an easy place to find all the news that I want for games that I play, where it's like people just make a post and it's like, oh, this event is starting in this game or something like that. And then it's like, oh, cool. That's all the interaction you really need to have there.
Yeah,
So there's that.
I do it for gaming and porn. That's it.
Yeah.
And maybe like a
The internet is for
small
porn.
amount of news, but like most of the time I
Yeah.
can just get the news from my coworkers or just browsing the internet a different way.
Not news, just nudes. Next question. What's something people constantly repeat just because the vast majority of people think and say it? I'm going to say it. Anyone who thinks SAO is the worst anime has not seen enough anime. It's just not true at this point.
I think it's the
It
worst,
isn't the
like,
worst.
mainstream anime. That's what
I'd say it's... I'm not saying it's good. I still don't really super duper love SAO. I still haven't seen Alicization, so who knows on that. Maybe that'll change my opinion. But I will say, anyone who says it's the worst anime has not seen enough anime. They, like, you know, there's way worse stuff out there. Some of which we've seen, some of which I made them watch at some points. So yeah, we've seen worse.
For me, I would have to say that any open world Bethesda game, I don't like. I've never liked them in the first place. It just feels lifeless.
I like them in the aspect of like quests popping up out of nowhere. Because there was one time where I was like walking out of a village in Skyrim, and all of a sudden this dog starts talking to me, and then I get like this whole side quest line about how he wants to find his master, who's like a god and all that, and that was cool. I will say that the gameplay of Bethesda games is not usually something to write home about.
Yeah, I'd rather just play like something like Red Dead Redemption 2 if I want something similar to that.
Yeah. Now,
Elden
I will say
Ring.
Rockstar Games haven't really developed much gameplay department either, but either way, Red Dead 2 is a lot more like going on, you know?
Yeah, it's something that I would be willing to go back to rather than just trying to get into Fallout or Skyrim.
Yeah, Chad agrees that SAO is gold tier compared to some of the garbage that there is.
it is not gold tier. This is my thing about that though. If I see like a really high rating on a show and it's like, oh, this show is going to be pretty good, and then the stupid thing happens where it's like SAO, I'm much more disappointed compared to a show where I probably think it's going to be bad anyway.
And then it becomes okay.
Yeah.
And then also, like, let's be real here. 90% of the people saying that Chainsaw Man is going to be amazing probably have not read the manga for Chainsaw Man. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm saying, like, most of us have no idea.
I'm kind of
Including
scared.
myself.
I think it's going to flop. Just like Tower of God, I think it's flopped
Don't
quite
say
a bit.
that because I've read a decent amount of it. And
I want
I thought it's
Chainsaw Man
pretty
to
good.
do well. It's about the chainsaw and the man. It's got both of these things. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Remember Tower of God though, when every single person on Reddit and everything were overhyping the show, like this is going to be the best anime to ever come out ever.
If I'm being completely honest, having read the manhwa, Season 1 was like fine. It was okay, but like Season 2, which was actually gonna announced a while back, that will be where things pop off, dude. That's gonna be actual good stuff there. Now, is
Never
anyone
let
gonna
you go.
watch Season 2?
Let you go.
I will, but
Oh my god.
oh yeah. But yeah, that's another thing right there. Also, like, I wonder how many people who hate Dark Souls 2 have ever actually played Dark Souls 2.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
I
I've
did
actually
play
played
through
Dark Souls 2. I think what makes Dark
Yeah.
Souls 2 bad is not necessarily the base game, but the DLCs.
That they're so much better.
There is one DLC that I can say is spectacular and probably better than most any other DLCs in Dark Souls. I would say it's top 3.
Well, after the two DLCs from Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 really beats everything out. Also, Old Hunters. Let's be honest.
Old Hunters
And
were-
honestly, the Artorias of the Abyss DLC for Dark Souls 1, really, it's not even that, like, you know, I'm not saying the DLCs for Dark Souls 2 were bad, but, like, let's be real here. There's some stiff competition there.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah,
Like the snow one. Like
the snow one was
the
spectacular.
cave one.
Wait, you didn't like the snow one?
I didn't like either. I don't like any of the Dark Souls 2 DLCs.
I
think they're pretty
I
bad.
played. There was I think there's one where you're like in an iron keep or something, and what's that boss called? That boss took me hours to beat. It was hard.
From your
out
perspective,
here.
it's probably not bad because you're able to buy like all the Dark Souls games in a package. But for me, like I bought those DLCs when they came out, thinking they were going to be really good. I
I bought Dark Souls 2 the day of release because I thought like, oh, I love Dark Souls 1. This is more that. It was not. It was not more that.
Yeah,
it was in
it's-
fact different.
2 was not good.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
I love
for some
3
reason.
though.
Yeah,
I
3 was
completely-
fantastic.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about this, but there's like areas you can do co-op with other people, and they have like co-op bosses, and
Yeah.
those areas are horrible. They are so badly balanced.
And then it's also like, yeah, Dark Souls 2, somehow about like having the ladies at the beginning being all like, oh, you'll lose your souls over and over again. Something about having them tell me that was, I was kind of like, all right, I don't like you. It was like, not even Dark Souls 1, which like the whole Prepare to Die edition even had that where they were like, oh, you'll fucking die, you stupid shit. Yeah. 3 didn't have that. Bloodborne didn't have that.
2
For some reason,
has-
having them tell me that made me not want to play it.
2 has that one NPC that can spawn at any point in the game.
The Pursuer.
Yeah,
Or-
that's
I
fucking
forgot about
stupid.
that too. I didn't even realize that was a thing. I thought it was like, oh, it's the same boss again. They're just getting lazy. I didn't realize
Yeah.
he was an enemy that he spawns in. The boss I was thinking of is called Fume Knight.
Oh yeah, Fume Knight. Everyone likes Fume Knight. I will say, I've never
mean,
heard
Fume
anyone say
Knight
that
was-
much bad stuff about Fume Knight.
Fume Knight took me hours to beat.
For me, it was more the aesthetic of Dark Souls 2 that turned me off
I
because
also didn't really like that.
what I
yeah.
liked about Dark Souls 1 and 3 was like you're an insignificant character and you're just going around. Because like
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2, it's like you are the chosen one, like basic stuff that like you see
Yeah.
every single time, compared to 3 and 1, which is very
Yeah.
different from that.
What made 1 so great was that they're like, oh, the chosen undead will walk from the asylum. Then you get to like the Firelink Shrine, and everyone's like, man, this place sucks. The world is ending. You're probably also gonna suck, or something. We all suck here.
Yeah,
at Firelink
if you ever
Shrine.
watch the like super long 2-hour lore video of Dark Souls 3 and you realize that you're the third string of hope from
Yeah.
the it's like that's so cool. I like that compared to just yeah, you are the only one that can only Link can stop Ganon. Like
Yeah, and it's sort
Yeah.
of what happens in the later Persona games, where each game they're like, "You're the chosen one," but in the older like 1 and 2, they're like, "Oh, we're in a
You're
story."
some
and this
mute
is what's
guy.
gonna happen."
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Being the chosen one can get really annoying at some
Yeah.
points. It just I don't really always want to be the chosen one in a game because it'd be more fun to have everyone just work along with you and not say, "Oh, you're the only one who can decide what to do."
So that's what
Okay.
makes Final Fantasy 14 so great is that even though you are kind of like the guy who gets stuff done in the story, because like lore-wise you are the one doing all the stuff, everyone's still like, okay, let's go do this thing. And it's like they all play a part. You're just the one doing the main killing bit, and that's what makes it kind of like interesting with the characters and all that, because like they're like you're all equals in the group you're in. There's no like leader, especially later on in the story, and you all just kind of like fuck around and find out usually, as it were.
kind of sad that as a character in a video game, most of the time you're either the chosen one or the underdog. You're never like just a normal
Yeah.
person in a lot of cases.
Yeah, being normal would make it kind of boring though in a way.
Yeah.
Well, being normal, like I don't know. That's why I think Konosuba is so good. Is
That's
because
funny, that's
it's
true,
just
'cause
for
Kazuma-
yeah.
I think it would only work in a comedic standpoint rather than like an actual like RPG where you'd want to do things, because just being a normal dude would probably mean you'd have to do double the effort.
I think, yeah, now that I think about it, my favorite isekai animes are the ones where like the characters aren't super overpowered, and like I think my favorite two are ReZero and Konosuba, and they're both like both of the main
Yeah.
characters don't really have many good powers or anything.
Oh, yeah, did I ever tell you about like that shit take that I saw about ReZero?
What
What?
was it?
About how like they thought that Subaru's return by death ability was too overpowered. They thought like, oh, it'd be better if he lost his memories every time he died. And it's like,
What the
no,
hell?
dumbass. The whole point of the show is that he remembers. He can't do anything else. It's like if he lost his memories, he'd just be dying in a loop.
He's
It's like that's the worst take on ReZero. Easily.
bro, you could just run
He
away
lost
and then
his
survive, but then
memories?
you lose everything. So he had to have determination with his
What do you think this
power.
is? Higurashi? Like,
Eh.
which actually was part of the plot of Higurashi.
Higurashi. Yeah, but not all of them. But-
Not all of it, but it's still kind of funny that, like, oh, it's a time loop, but the time looper, I'm not going to say their name because it's spoilers and all that, but, like, time looper kind of loses a little bit of their memory every time, and it's like, well, then what the fuck is the point of the time loop, you fucking idiot? Like, I mean,
love
obviously it makes sense in the
Higurashi.
context of the story and all that. I
Yeah.
like Higurashi, but,
I still
yeah.
get to watch it, but
Chad is going off about how much they hate chosen ones. I kind of get that, to be honest. Prophecies are kind of annoying, usually. But
Yeah, okay, yeah, prophecy. I do. The one prophecy I actually like, and this is a weird one, is the Lego movie.
oh,
Because
yeah, I
the
love it.
prophecy is fake.
Exactly. That's
And
what
I
made it so
love
good.
that like change that they had. The movie itself, you can take it or leave it, but I love that aspect of it.
But J City, everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah, and demonetized.
That would be so funny if my voice is so accurate to like the thing that
Yeah.
you get demonetized. That would honestly be a compliment.
Yeah. All right. Here's another. I think this might be the last question. I'm not entirely sure. What is something you find really cringe?
you. I'm kidding.
Fuck.
Okay, the cringiest thing ever. As for cringy like small YouTube creators, it's
Okay.
like
also me. Damn.
no. Like so every once in a while I'll
At
find
least
this
I
video
was
of like a
straight up.
12-year-old
John's being subtle.
with a title that says like oh my god, I called Jacksepticeye and he answered me.
Oh yeah, those suck.
Those videos are the cringiest things on the internet. Like I can't think of anything worse. They're so
Okay,
there
I
was
think I
a-
just. Yeah.
There's a video I saw online where a grown lady is acting like a baby, singing baby songs,
Oh yeah.
and she's like wearing a diaper, and it's really fucking weird.
Yeah, but like they're trying to be cringy. Those 12-year-olds genuinely think
You,
that they're
you
gonna
don't
get
think
views.
you don't think the clickbait titles are trying to be cringy?
No, but like they're 12-year-olds. I think they think like I'm gonna trick everyone. I'm gonna get a lot of money from this. People are gonna like my content. Like I think they think that. They're so dumb. And it's honestly just I don't know.
Oh man.
That's why
I think I
YouTube
just
has
figured
the age
out-
restriction.
Remember the question about the villain or whatever it is? I think I just figured out what question I meant to put in there, but like I forgot to because we just didn't get to it. So yeah, never mind. I feel like missed one there. So that's oh well.
Am I like
Well, yeah.
crazy or like whenever me and Jetstream Sam also talk, your model moves?
No, it's just me.
Oh. Okay, good. That would be
It's
so
tracking
funny.
my face, so like, yeah. If it was audio, that would be kind of funny.
That would be hilarious. Like
Yeah,
the,
no, that's how
precision
he's getting the
audio.
audio out. There's speakers in the back of his
Oh yeah,
neck.
proximity audio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just got
it's-
it like see my curl is actually a boombox. It just fires sound out of like the little hole in my head.
Yeah, you're like Marge from The Simpsons, where you like always hide something in your hair or something.
Mm. Mm.
Help
Yeah.
me! I can't do it.
I need eggs for Bart. Only eggs can sustain me.
I go buy eggs for Bart. Have you played that horror game?
I have not, but
It
I've seen
is
all the fucking clips.
amazing. The game comes
Did you
with
ever
it.
see the Seinfeld themed horror game?
No.
Wait, what?
Someone made an exact model, like 3D model of the Seinfeld apartment in Seinfeld, and they used it for a horror game where Jerry's nephew, who looks like a baby that's grown up, like literally, like they've got like a giant baby head, has to deal with like Kramer or something like that. I don't know. It's a whole thing. I think it crashed and burned a while ago. It's like one of those Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey things where it's clearly just done for like, you know, exposure or like dramatic effect or whatever it is. I don't know. I thought that was kind of like a funny idea though. The idea of having a Seinfeld themed horror game. What's the deal with horror games? You run around, the enemy always finds you in a locker or something like that, but then you gotta keep walking. Yeah. Checkpoints. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think some horror games are a bit cringe because they're just hide in areas, wait until things occur, and then just run. I want to see a horror game
Yeah.
that like actually makes me scared instead of, oh, I know this is a scripted event. I know I will probably survive this, and if I don't, then they're gonna have to continue the story somehow. Same
See,
thing with
you
horror
are
movies.
a much more fortuitous man than I, because man, when I got the Resident Evil 8, the baby thing, that was fucking. That was the fetus fight. Well, it wasn't even a fight. You just kind of run away from it. But
Yeah,
like, the
that
fetus thing.
it was intriguing, but I could
That
tell.
was
Okay,
everything
this is
PT
very
wanted to
predictable.
be.
Yeah.
Remember PT? It's that.
Yeah, I wish I had played it though. I really wish I had.
Yeah. But hey, Konami announced that they're doing something with a beloved franchise, so maybe
Yeah, and
it'll
it
be
could
that.
be Silent Hill.
It is kind of funny that they got Norman Reedus to do Silent Hill, then they were like, oh, well, while we've got you here, let's just do Death Stranding. Or something like that.
I think it was Kojima. No, not
Yeah.
Kojima had him, and then Kojima got separated from Konami, and then Kojima still
Yeah.
had Norman. He's
Kojima
like, hey,
got
you
Norman
know what?
Reedus in the divorce. Yeah.
The divorce.
He got custody on weekends. Yeah.
We're loving it.
All right. That was the last question, ladies and gentlemen. Well, just gentlemen, or it's really just you two with me.
Oh,
I have had a lot of fun this stream. I hope to see you all at some point in another stream. Do you have anything you want to plug before the end of the stream, like Twitch or like channel, something like that?
Yeah, Frosted Flakes. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Make sure to eat them.
no,
good.
actually, Cocoa Pebbles are way better.
No, I hate you.
Bro, they make the water.
Team
not water.
Fruity all the way.
No, it's not the milk.
Personally, I'm a fan of Captain Crunch.
Okay, Captain
Okay,
Crunch.
what type? Is it the Oops All Berries or the Captain Crunch?
Anything that just destroys the roof of my mouth.
Oh.
I don't want to have gums by the time I'm done eating it.
So by the way, what's your name?
I'm Arrowhead.
No, like your last name.
Head.
So your first name's
Arrowhead.
Arrow.
Ah, yes. Head.
Ah, what's your middle name
It's
then?
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
There, we did a callback.
Yeah. Arrowhead head.
Anything?
Why
to
does my
plug?
model keep winking? My model has been winking this entire time as if I'm saying like a joke. Like if I lean slightly to the left, it'll it fucking does the winking thing.
No, I
Every
think you
time
just have
you
a
look
bug in
to
your
the
system.
left, I always
Like-
assume you're reading the chat. That's what
Yeah.
I've noticed. I'm pretty sure.
Chat's not even on the left for me.
Really? But like, I feel
No.
like every time you mention the chat, your head is like pointing to the left. I don't know why.
Oh.
Maybe I'm just crazy.
Wait, no, I can do the winking thing. Well, that's just I'm not a furry. I think my eyes are like rigged so improperly that they just kind of open and close at the slightest breeze. Like, oh, I can't shut only my right eye. Oh wait, now I can. Oh man.
Yeah, it was fun being on you though.
Yeah, it
Was a lot of fun
pleasure.
having you here. Hope to see you both J City and Jetstream Sam. If I don't dox J City before the day is done again.
Hey, we doxed each other. Now we're even.
Yeah. My model winking at that is really sending some weird messages. Anyway, yeah, it's been fun having you guys here. I've been Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber Android. That's Jetstream Sam. He has to go kill Raiden now. J City has to go
Alright,
be
bye.
juicy or something. Next stream is tomorrow where I'll play Hades, and I hope to see you all there. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Goodbye for now. Then you wait 5 seconds for the thing to hit, and then you can talk bad about